He was that good?
I thought he was.
Keyword.
Man, he was hitting home runs.
Really? You know what was really good though in high school? And we're recording, by the way. You know what was really good in high school? Yeah. Damn, you
can
just.
tell us that.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
definitely,
Boom,
I
boom.
definitely slid that shit
Wow.
in there. You know what was raw? Brian Ramirez. He was the man. Brian Ramirez. Yeah. He was our age. I wait till you done eating. You
Yeah,
good?
he was all right.
Oh, I didn't even mute you. I'm stupid. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to the podcast. Essentially, you know, if you know us, we're from ISD, but now we're gonna try this podcast thing out. We have a lot more creative freedom. We can say whatever we want. We
Hell
can
yeah.
pick it. Thirsty. We can pick whatever topics we want to talk about. There's so much more things we could do. So we're definitely gonna flex our creative muscles and knock this bad boy out. I feel a lot more comfortable. How do you feel?
I'm hot.
It's hot up here. I tried to open the
That is warmer
windows,
up
man.
Yeah, isn't it? Like,
It's
well,
hot.
heat rises,
I
so
said
that's.
that.
I told
That's
you,
why.
I'm a hot motherfucker.
That has nothing to do with heat rising.
But yeah, man. So, you guys, what do you guys want to call this? I was gonna thinking Saturday school.
That's
It's
what I was.
still
That was my idea. Saturday school. Saturday school.
I think you came up with that a while ago, didn't you?
I did come up with that.
But it's Monday.
Yeah, but like,
It's
what
not.
are you gonna say?
ISD.
Monday school?
All right, that's just regular school.
Right.
We're not gonna call it first period.
Yeah, right.
Live your life then.
You're part of this life now too.
Well, let's go crazy then.
Yeah, he was about to catch some bars this morning. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
We can call it after school extracurricular activities.
That's a long ass name.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just call it ninth hour.
Ninth hour.
That sounds like some bar shit.
A boss bar shit.
A bar, like a bar. Do you drink at bars?
Well, go ahead.
You guys want to start anything, or can I just go?
I thought you had something. I thought you were gonna say something.
Definitely do. All right, first thing, let's jump into it. 6ix9ine getting a $10 million record deal.
I mean,
That shit is ridiculous.
I'm not surprised.
It
I mean, I
pays
knew
to
he was gonna
snitch.
get out and make music. Like I said, after this in previous shows, most people that listen to rap music aren't hip hop fans, and most people that listen to his music, I'm assuming, aren't hip hop fans. And if you're
Facts.
a real hip hop fan, you
will
wouldn't
not
really be.
listening to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So like, you know, obviously, I'm sure he's not going to get a lot of attention from like other artists when it comes to collabs, and if they do, then everyone's gonna look at them sideways. So he's probably really only gonna have so many people that is really gonna want to work with him to begin with.
Mhm.
But again, yeah, a lot of the kids that listen to him are middle schoolers. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
suburban babies.
suburban, exactly. So and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be lit and for the memes and
Mhm.
just do stupid shit. So he's still gonna have fans, but the core hip hop fans aren't really gonna fuck with him. So
I just want to know what the record label know, because clearly they know something that we don't. He got to be getting on soon if he got a record deal.
That's
So,
true. You're not gonna give $10 million to someone who's not gonna do anything.
well, I'm
exactly.
sure that they probably think that once he gets out, he's gonna be because any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? So
Not
like.
his life is at risk. and so
Yeah,
is
that's
everyone
true.
around
But
him.
his name's out there. I guarantee when he starts making songs again, they're gonna be popping just
Mhm.
because of the amount of fans he has. So whether his life's taken or not, I'm pretty sure that the record label keeps money if he goes down, like they haven't really lost anything.
Rainy day fun.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's not I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So. Either way, they're just like they're probably sitting here like, well, if he pops off, that's great for us, and if he doesn't, then we keep the money anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win for them. But we'll see
But it's
how
not
it
sad
goes.
either way for him, because that means you're disposable.
Facts.
Many artists are. You gotta think about
Yeah,
this. Like
many
most
artists
artists,
are.
unless you're like a top artist in whatever genre you're in, you're pretty disposable. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Especially with today's age, how many people are just putting music out, SoundCloud, this and that. So like. One artist goes down, I'll just get someone that sounds like you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people out there. It's not like it was back in the day. So plenty of people are disposable.
How many Tekashis do you think that are out there?
Takashis?
Millions, though. Because I mean,
A
think
lot of
about
them,
it.
man.
Just like with the come of the screaming in the music,
And everybody
hair-
wants to be a fake gangster. So.
Yeah.
yeah, facts, yeah.
Yeah, so every time I listen to music like that, I always wonder, like, if a lot of these people are really about what they're talking about, especially, like, the young kids. I'm like, bro, like, you're
Yeah.
15, 16, like, there's no way you're just
Killing
having
people.
Dracos and
Right.
this. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
like, unless you, maybe, I'm pretty sure, obviously, some of them are really about what they talk about, and that's cool, I guess, but most of them aren't. A lot of the times it's for the image. I mean, I'd I would even say most rappers that are pretty big, and you could even say legendary now, probably aren't what they are talking about. You know, it's the image that they portray.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can Ice Cube, for example.
Yeah.
Like he is a complete 360 as to what he used to be back in the day.
Exactly.
And
And
he is now.
Yeah, and obviously I don't expect people, I don't expect someone to just not grow, like it's dope what he's doing, he's making big moves, you know what I'm saying? And but I guess I'm talking more so just like the people, even people now that still claim to be talking about the same shit that they were talking about 20 years ago. It's like, bro, like you have no new experiences, you know what I'm saying? You're still living that life. I know you're not living that life. Like come on, bro. Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah.
He's repetitive.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever get tired of it? Because I'm not the biggest Future fan.
No, I mean, like I don't listen to his music for, lyricism and deep like thoughts. I listen to it to get hype. Sometimes, or the vibes or the melodies. You know what I'm saying? Like not every rapper is supposed to be just bars, lyrics, boom, boom, boom. There's plenty of this melody rappers. There's, the screamo heavy, rock rappers. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you're not gonna get the classic 90s song from them. No, you're going to get a completely different vibe, a completely different feel. So, like, I don't really get mad when rappers don't give me that. You feel me?
Right. And that's cool if I don't get that. But it's just, I'm just tired of him always talking about the same thing over and over and over. It's always drugs. It's always.
And what's crazy is.
It's not always drugs. Sometimes it's heartbreak and stuff like that.
But that Heartbreak album he did, it was not.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Is that The Wizard?
No.
Or the one he put out this year?
That was the Future Hendrix.
Future Hendrix.
Like,
Yeah,
that Wizard.
You don't like Wizard?
I have boo boo.
I like
Wizard was the last one.
That's the one that just came out. I low-key like that one. I fuck with that a lot.
I haven't listened past Diamonds in Your Face or the Crushed Up song.
Jumping on the Jet's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I got a couple songs I actually listen to all the time.
Really?
I like Future though. I've been a fan for a minute.
He's definitely got some hits out there. I can't see I've never liked any Future song ever put out.
No, I definitely like Future. It's just I can't listen to him all day, every day.
I just get tired of it.
I don't know, man. Like, sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're all good.
But like, you also got to think like, that's if people were truly tired of what he was putting out, he wouldn't be
Facts.
as big as he is. I mean, he's huge. You can say it's Drake and then Future. You know what I'm saying? Because he is
And then on top of
massive.
that, he's big in his town too.
Exactly.
I know, like my friend, she stays in Atlanta, and she said when he dropped that Crushed Up thing, that's all that she was hearing in Atlanta. No matter where she turned, no matter where she went, no matter who Uber she got in, it was nothing but Future.
Right.
Yeah.
So if your city is repping hard for you, then you have longevity.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Definitely.
and then he also, I don't know if you guys know, but he don't do the drugs no more.
Yeah. I know he
So-
just like talks about them.
Yeah, but he said he was afraid to tell people that he wasn't doing drugs no more because his fans, all they know is him on the lean.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you can't be mad at an artist, especially someone that you really, really rock with like that, to just try to better themselves. Like it's kind of it's kind of selfish to be like, "What? You're not doing all these drugs anymore?" Like, no, you better get on that. So
It's like we missed Acid Chance.
Yeah, it's
we missed the weekend on drugs. Or something like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, bro. Like, okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes the music does suffer a little bit when artists stop
'cause it's
taking
soul
drugs.
music.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of the times people, a lot of creative people, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a majority of them do take some type of drug.
Acid.
Whether it be weed,
Yeah,
alcohol.
I'm sure a lot of them smoke weed, and I
Right.
guess that is a drug, but I'm talking more so like LSD, acid, shrooms to create, or other pills, Xanax, this and that, just to help with the creative side, because it kind of it obviously just kind of helps you just let go and just kind of really dive in and just kind of do other things that you wouldn't necessarily even have thought of if you were sober. So like most artists, not most artists, I'm sure a lot of artists do that, and obviously plenty of them have unfortunately passed because of that, so
I definitely agree. And it's funny because like we lost Mac to drugs. It's not funny, but we had Lil Peep on. We didn't have Lil Peep. We had on Jay Kari.
Yeah.
And Jay Kari's like biggest like Lil Peep fan like ever. And I don't know if you weren't paying. I don't think I even knew you at this time.
But all little people talk about is drugs. So
Correct. But then we had a guy on. And we got to talk about Lil Peep, and the dude was just like out of nowhere. The guy in the corner, he was like, "Fuck Russ." It was like,
no, I
yo,
think we brought Russ up because we brought Russ up because he was talking about all the drugs and
and how when Lil Peep died, Russ made a terrible move and started talking about people doing drugs, how bad it is. Like right when Peep died, terrible
which is like
move.
just not smart.
Completely
I'll
terrible.
say this later off air.
Okay.
Yeah, because wow.
Okay. So we're talking about artists actually living what they're saying. I think every artist embellishes a little bit. What I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take the top off. You're not really like you said about Rich Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But at the same time, we look at that's a good example to talk about like Drake.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
It-
sure with
it-
the whole dad.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Do y'all think he lying though?
honestly,
Drake?
I do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Because first of all, like again, I'm a fan of Drake. I have almost every album on my phone from him, so I'm not sitting here like a hater. But like, I'm not. I don't think he's about what he raps about all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with the whole dad situation, like, I don't know I don't know what they were, how the life was. But if he claims this and Drake hasn't come out against it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like I have no reason but not to believe him. And plus, like, that does sound like something Drake would say. Well, it sells records, so I'm like, I'm like, oh, okay. At the end of the day, it's business. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So people
fucked
want to
up.
hear
But
that.
at the same time, since Drake been on the scene, his dad has been on the scene too. His dad he wants the spotlight.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of hard to believe, in my opinion, that
But Drake also hit Quentin
who?
Miller, the ghostwriter.
I mean, The Weeknd was ghostwriting for him too.
But the fact you even have ghostwriters, to me, that's dishonest. Credit your writers automatically. And then on top of it, your dad's coming out saying you're not really rapping about what you actually rapping about. And then he released a statement on Instagram talking about, my dad's not telling the truth, bro. I think dude's a liar at this point.
I don't think his dad is telling the truth, just because of how thirsty his dad is for the spotlight.
His dad, I mean, but
isn't
his
it he
dad-
bringing him around? Like, if
Yeah.
he really wasn't rocking him like that,
I mean,
he
it's
wouldn't
his
even.
dad though. He
Yeah,
said
but like,
But
if
I
you
mean-
weren't in my
choose
if.
who your family is.
But I mean, I'm saying like if your dad is just not in your life at all, and then you pop off and he comes back, are you really gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, come on? Like, no, like I mean, some people would be, but I wouldn't.
I
You
wouldn't.
know what I'm saying? So
Did
I
you
don't
not
know.
See Offset and his dad reunite.
I feel you, but that's one example. Everybody's different. If me
Yeah.
personally, I don't care if you're my family or not. If you wasn't there and we're on bad terms, no matter what I do, you're not coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just different.
You can
for
choose to
everybody.
repair it if you want, but my bad. You can
No,
choose to
you're
repair it
good.
if you want. I mean, the repair relationship is healthy, but am I gonna jump you right into the spotlight? Nah. And on top of that, I don't even think Drake's dad needs the clout. Everywhere he goes, he takes a
His
picture of
dad
anybody.
wants the clout.
He
though.
doesn't
That's the
need it,
crazy
though.
Part, but he wants it. That's the whole point. That's why I don't believe it, because he wants it too bad. If you didn't want it too bad, you wouldn't even be talking about it.
He got to ask a question though.
Yeah,
He,
got to ask
so
the
he
question.
so he had to answer it. You know what I'm saying? So I personally I believe Drake's dad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I have no reason but to believe him. At the same time, he could easily be lying. But I don't know. If you go through like Drake's past catalogs and stuff like
Since
that,
he came out, he's been talking about his dad.
he's been talking about his dad, but he's also been talking about just playing. He's a ladies' man, then he's a thug, then he's this, and he's that. It's like, all right,
We
but
all
like,
know
there's
Drake,
no
man.
way you can't be every single one of these things.
Yeah,
Maybe he
yeah.
is. I don't know. Maybe he's just that type of guy. You
Right.
know, but
I don't think he a thug, but I do believe he got mob ties.
well, I mean, I'm sure he does now because of the money and the
Yeah.
protection and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna need that. So like, I'm not saying he's not about that or doesn't have those connections, but he claims to be a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? It's for the sake of the music. You know what I'm saying? And different moods and different vibes, and I get that. And people are gonna soak that up and buy it. You don't necessarily have to be about what you're talking about to make a song about it. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? That's just like I could.
Doesn't- oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like I can have an opinion on something without having lived it. If
Mhm.
I do my research, if I just spoke on what I've lived, then there'd be such a small thing that it's small categories that I could talk about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also not gonna be ignorant about it and just start talking on my ass. Like I'm gonna do some type of research before I start talking.
Yeah.
And actually try to give an opinion on something. So I'd imagine that he does that. Clearly, if he really was as fake as some people are saying, I just can't see him being as big as he is because there's so many people that are collabing with him and actually really fuck with him. So it's like, if these guys are fucking with him, then he must have some type of realness to him or be about what he's talking about a little bit. So I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just a tricky situation. But yeah, I don't think that Drake is about everything he talks about. But most rappers aren't about what they talk about.
I agree, but people relate to them on personal levels.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
About what you're talking about, even if somebody is ghostwriting your songs, I wouldn't sing nothing that I didn't agree with or that I haven't been through or didn't experience. So I just feel like it's 50-50. We all know he everything he's saying legit, and then the other half that might be true.
Yeah.
So
What's a line for you guys for you to stop listening to somebody?
A line.
Yeah.
As in like.
Like what is something like someone happened to be like, I cannot listen to music anymore. Like what is the line?
because I feel like what is it that an artist can do? I mean, Kanye was supporting Trump, and we still listen to him.
Yeah,
It's
kind
true.
of. You got that. You got murderers. You got
Yeah.
people that have talked about drugging women and and taking them home and enjoying that. You got-
Yeah.
I mean, so if I'm okay with rappers talking about murdering and selling drugs, and doing this and that, then like, where would that? I don't know where that line would be, but I mean, I guess I know when I find it, but I really haven't found that yet.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. There's so many
Depends
songs.
on the artist too.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true.
Because I was quick to get R. Kelly on my fucking phone.
You can cut.
I can cut.
Yeah.
I was quick to end R. Kelly on my shit. Like I wasn't feeling it. Every song.
Damn.
I mean, every song I would listen to already made me feel some type of way. But then knowing, like, once you know, and then all the stories, it was just uncomfortable to listen to. But then even still, because it was at one point I didn't like Jay-Z. I know, typical. But he
Typical Beyonce fan.
Yeah.
Typical Beyonce
For
fan.
real.
But I love him now. But when I first heard Monster, and he said he was going through villages,
Raping,
and
pillaging, and killing.
yes,
Yeah.
that made me so
A
uncomfortable.
bar though. It was a hard
Yeah,
bar.
It was. It was.
It was a hard
But it made
bar.
me so uncomfortable
Yeah.
at first when I heard it. It made me think like, whoa, should I be singing that? Like, because I'm not going through villages doing that. So
Yeah, well, that's
it just
true.
depends on the artist. It really do. Depend
Quick
on
question:
the
since you're a
artist.
Beyonce fan, you are a Beyonce fan. So do you tolerate Jay-Z? Do you actually like Jay-Z?
I actually like Jay-Z.
So you like him for his music, not just because he's with B.
I like him for his music.
So if they were never together, and it was just his music,
It'd
would
be
you
a
still
different
rock?
story. I would have found him on my own. But because he was with
You found
her-
him through Beyonce?
No.
I was about to be like, all right, bro, come on.
I already knew who Jay-Z was.
That
before
would be
Beyonce.
crazy. That go
No,
on.
Right.
'cause he's been around way before Beyonce.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
it was just I tolerated him through Beyonce,
Right.
and that's what it was.
Okay.
And then I started listening to what was it? Maybe the Blueprint 2 or 3, whichever one was on to the next. I listened to that whole album.
3.
Yeah.
The white cover.
Yes.
Yep.
That whole album went hard. And then that's
Yeah.
like when I fell in love with Jay-Z,
Mm.
and then like went back to his catalog, and then I've been a fan ever since.
I
So-
still got a lot of catalog digging to do.
Yeah, I
So
know you
much
do.
to do. I went through Stillmatic today. It was okay. I listened to it a different time a few weeks ago, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely fire. But my favorite song is still Rewind. That's like, I think that might be one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, I love stuff that's like makes you think, like creative genius,
Mhm.
stuff like that. I love it. But what were we even? Oh, talking about lyrics. So like me personally, like what were you gonna
No,
say?
go ahead. I'll just whatever you.
I'm a huge like Maxo Cream fan. I know nothing about what he's talking about. I can't
Yeah.
relate to absolutely none of that. Both my
Yeah.
none of that kind of stuff. So it's just like, man, how can I relate to that? But sounds good.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're only gonna listen to music that you can personally relate to, like, I wouldn't be listening to anything. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's so like like I said, most rappers probably embellish what they talk about. Just like the listeners are like, obviously, I'm not out here flipping bricks and fkilling people with this and running
Right.
up on
But
you.
if
But
I'm
like,
listening to a song that's making me feel like I'm picking
yeah,
flipping
like
bricks,
it's about
so
what
be it.
mood it puts you in, not so
Yeah.
much like I've done this, I did this yesterday type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like, okay, think about this, like people we're talking about like rappers actually being what they're talking about and like all that stuff. Eminem when he was popping off, like when he was younger, like the stuff he was saying was crazy. Just like
I
you were
believe
sitting
he
here
went
like,
through all that,
whoa.
though.
A lot. Obviously, he had a
Yeah.
troubled life. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but like some of the shit he was talking about, like just how graphic it was, and it was like murdering and and like all that stuff. So it's obviously he wasn't doing that, because he'd be in prison if he was doing that.
Facts.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think a lot of the time, some rappers try to be as true as possible to themselves. Other rappers just I think
They let
might-
the crazy out.
let
Do
the
they?
crazy out. It's like a different persona, or they just want to see how ridiculous they can, say something, or how dope they can say. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, but if it's a dope bar, it's a dope bar. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I don't really get. It depends on the line again, because like I really fuck with Eminem and his older stuff, but he was, like I said, was talking about some crazy shit that
Like
I
when
obviously.
tied a girl up to the bed and pissed on her with a tripod.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, I don't know, man. I guess it just depends on I don't know. Everyone likes their own shit, you feel me? So, like, I can't really knock
you
people
right,
for liking
'cause,
certain things.
whoever sing that All That song or All Talk song.
3-0 Black. Hard.
Yes.
That shit
Yes.
hard. Yeah.
I ain't never shoot a gun before, but I bet you when I'm done listening to that, I done shot about 5.
That shit is hard.
Man.
That's bar of the year. You know what song we're talking about, right?
That off of Twitter, with the.
It's Ford was walking up and
Yeah,
it's just me.
yeah.
Bow. Now
Yeah.
it's just 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, next thing. The Ethiopian. This is a complete flip. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed won a Nobel Peace Prize for ending a 20-year war. I really do fuck with that, honestly.
Yeah, that's dope.
That really stuck out to me just because it's like, again, unfortunately, I had to kind of dig for it, which is really fucked up part. that should be, to me, that should be like ding, 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 right across the front page news. But
Yeah, okay.
why? But it should be though.
I mean, I get where you're coming
That's
from
from
with
my moral
positivity,
standpoint,
but
yeah.
there's more important things out there than
Him ending a 20-year war.
I think it's more so about him with the Nobel Prize thing. Like, it's cool that he won it, and again, depending on where you're looking at, you're gonna see that. You feel me? But like, if that's not gonna be front page news, like, oh, so and so won this for doing that. It's like, okay, well, what's going on, around the world doing, with other shit. You feel me? Like, there's wars going on, and with the whole Syria thing and Turkey and the Kurds and shit. So like, that seems like it's more important. But I get what you're saying though, like positivity and ending a 20-year war. Like, I'm sure it was in the news somewhere. I don't know when this was done, when this happened.
He won the prize recently.
I know, but I'm saying like when he accomplished that, because it may have. You feel me?
Winning prizes. Simone Biles, I think her last
Biles.
name. Biles. She became the most decorated athlete.
Olympian.
Gymnast? Wasn't it the gymnast?
Yeah.
Because I know Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian.
She's the most decorated gymnast, right?
Yeah, she's a gymnast. Yeah,
which is dope.
It's super dope because Mike has 18 gold medals, I believe, or 18 medals in general.
Like, oh, okay, look at you.
I could never be a gymnast. I'm not gonna lie. I called it as like
discipline.
Huh?
It's a lot of discipline.
That, and do you see these dudes in shape? Like, they dedicate their whole lives to it. They've been doing that since they could walk.
It's crazy.
Like,
it's amazing though. Like, and it's always, when I was younger, I'd always be looking at dude gymnasts like, what the fuck,
sissy
like,
shit,
why would
right?
you do
Yeah,
that? But I mean, they'd probably beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're huge and like I don't know. So it takes so much just to be a gymnast. So I mean, if you actually try to do that stuff, like you're like, oh, okay.
If I could go back, I'd definitely do sports. I would definitely try and go pro in sports.
We always end up.
Man. Like, we get it, man. You want to go back in time?
We do.
We talk about this a lot, bro.
You want to go back and do sports? Yeah.
Sometimes
do sports now, man. There's all types of recreational leagues and stuff.
I feel like those people who be clinging to youth though, who do like the football and still playing and stuff like that.
You think so? They're clinging to youth? I'm
not clinging to youth, but they're clinging to a time where they used to be able to do it.
Well, maybe, but like just because you're out of high school doesn't mean you can't play organized sports anymore. Like obviously you're not gonna be a pro. Yeah, but that's just something. If you want to play basketball and not just try to go to the gym and try to get a pickup game, and then you're playing with some people that just aren't on your level, like you want to have some type of competition. Like competition is healthy, and it's in all aspects of life, not even just athletics. It's jobs, cooking, if you're going up against somebody, whatever the case is, it's competition. You feel me? So
I agree.
So sometimes a 30-year-old dude who's been out of the game for 10 years, like, man, I want to get back in it, and he's gonna join a league, just to get moving again, or just to experience it. You feel me? Like, but no one's too old to play some organized sports.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying I don't feel. Well, I guess I was saying that. Well,
but I'm sure some dudes are trying to cling to something in the past and going too hard.
Every guy that I've met who does it is clinging on to the past.
Yeah, like you used to be this in high school. Like, all right, bro, but you're 35. Like,
either that or I was on the swim team and there was one parent trying to live vicariously through her kid.
Yeah, that happens a lot too, man.
It sucked. It really put a real bad thing on their relationship.
I bet.
Like he wanted to play baseball, but she's like, "You're gonna swim," but she messed up her knee, so she couldn't swim. So she kind of made him swim. He did it. He was phenomenal at it.
I bet.
State.
He had much of a choice.
Essentially, yeah. But he loved baseball way more than he loved swimming.
That happens all the time, man. It kind of sucks, though, for the kids. Because parents are just trying to live through them, like you said.
Yeah. Definitely sucks. But I think we actually introduced ourselves. We've been talking for the past 20-something minutes for our new listeners. I'm Devonn.
I'm Pierce.
I'm Vontrell.
So, real quick, so that the people can get to know us better, what are some of your guys' end game or goals?
For my life?
Yeah. Or your career, life, anything.
I don't know. I guess just I want to be put in a position to where I can help a lot of people. Whether in what facet, I'm not really sure. But I do want to help people. I'd love to have a couple different businesses and have I'd love to be an actor. There's so many things I want to do. The end game is kind of big right now, But there's a lot I want to accomplish. So I guess I just want to be successful at the end of the day, and in my terms of success,
My game is kind of all over the place. I want to be a big name in fashion when it comes to changing.
Bring my closer to the mic.
When it comes to changing the way people view men clothing at all, because I don't feel we have enough options. So that's one thing. And then I also, when I am in the position, I definitely want to do things with the youth that helps them teach them credit and finances and stuff like that. Because I was one of those kids who knew nothing about that, and that kind of hindered me a lot. So that was that. And that's basically it. fashion and helping youth.
How about you, man? What are your goals?
Man, so I want to be, again, one of my big end games, I want to start like a huge mentorship program, like nationwide. That's like 40s, 50s, 60s. That's what I want to get to that. But for right now, my attainable things, I want to be a radio show host. I mean, I already am, but do it paid commercially for like minimum 10 to 20 years.
You want to be Charlamagne?
I don't want to be Charlamagne. I want to be Devonn. I just want to be Charlamagne's position.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to do something like that where I can just free roam and do random interviews or stuff like that. You know, maybe have my own show one day. But then one person I really do look up to, I think is dope, is Stuart Scott. He found a great balance in between doing sports, but also kind of like keeping the youth interested. Because a lot of times we look at these anchors on ESPN, and they'll just A, B, C, D, F, G, that's our sport, boom. Stuart Scott was more than that. You know, he was a personality. He made it fun. He made us want to learn about hockey. I remember watching Stuart Scott talk about hockey. Like, I don't know what this dude is talking about, but I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that kind of pull. I want to do different kind of things like that. So if I had to pick one person to look up to or to model to-ish while still keeping me, it'd definitely be Stuart Scott. Most definitely. But, Vontrell, I got a question for you. So how many options do you feel like we have in fashion right now?
Not enough. I mean, because if you think about it, the whole, like, it's a man's world, but it's to certain aspects. When it comes to business, that's when it's a man's world. But outside of business, it's a woman's world. They got products to make women look good forever, makeup, skincare. They don't have any of that for men. And then also for men, like, we don't like to talk about their health. I don't know what it is, but men do not like to talk about their health, like, especially when it comes to their prostates, because you already know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, so I definitely want to bring awareness to all of that. And then on top of that, I hate going into a store. And it's supposed to be a unisex store, but we get the smallest corner in the back of the store, and it don't usually be anything back there.
Yeah, for real, man.
So
it's frustrating.
It's very frustrating, especially when I feel like the modern male today is fashionable. So I feel like it's frustrating for a lot of men to go shopping because 9 times out of 10 we're not gonna find anything. And then when we do find something, we have to dig for it, or it's a lot of it. That means every man is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need more options.
I don't shop a lot. So when I do go, I typically go to like the same 4 places I normally get my clothes from. A lot of my stuff is online. Oh, I can tell you the prices now since we're not on the radio. I think I paid $70 for that Dreamville hoodie. This came in a bundle. I got this for like $50 along with a vinyl and a T-shirt and a hat. The Saba hoodie, I paid like $60 for that. And then there's another one. Oh, that Hey Arnold hoodie, I paid $45 for that one too. So all in all, that's at least a couple $100.
I have a question.
Just
that
a
has
hoodie.
nothing to do with this.
Bet.
So when you bought that, you said that came with a record,
It came with a vinyl, a T-shirt, and a hat.
but it was a bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, that would count towards their record sales, right?
Yep. That's
Okay.
exactly how that works. That's exactly how that works.
Why are you bringing that up?
Because I was just curious. You know, nobody actually knows how the Billboard process works and how they get to #1.
Yeah, you always try to look something up, but it's very, it's just, the information is in a lot of different places.
But I hear a lot about the bundles now, and you're like the first person who said, "Oh, I bought the bundle." Like, I buy Beyonce merchandise, but I don't ever buy the bundle. I don't know why I don't buy the bundle.
I think on YBN Corday's website, if you purchase anything, it comes with a digital download.
Yeah,
That's how they're doing it now. They'll email you the
know.
digital download. They know you're not going to use that.
It's like forced in the music lane.
Correct. They know you're not going to use that digital download because everybody has either Apple Music, Spotify, or Tidal. And stuff is being put on YouTube now, too. So they know you're not going to use that download. But they're going to send it to you anyway because why the fuck not?
You know, YouTube, I don't know if they emailed y'all, but they're starting their own music streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been happening.
I saw that.
Yeah, I just started them email when I was going through it. I was like, oh, okay. New.
I downloaded the YouTube app, like the music YouTube app, a while ago. Just because I thought I'd find a bunch of cool shit on there, and it would just play the same stuff over and over and over again. I was like, yo, like, give me some. I thought there'd be hella variety, but there was like none. I was pissed. I'm sure it's better now, but I mean,
I never saw the point in downloading it because I already have Apple Music and I have regular YouTube.
Yeah, but this was like specifically for music, so
like
didn't show you like all the random other.
You dig.
So like a whole title, just YouTube type thing.
Which could be dope because there's so many videos and so many artists and so many from different around the world that are on YouTube putting their music out. So that could be really cool. I guess it just depends on how they, show that to people. You know, hopefully they kind of focus on variety over just playing the same shit over and over again for you. You know.
Do y'all think with all these streaming services kind of defeating the purpose of the actual music?
It's kind of annoying if anything, because they're always trying to one up each other and do something. It's like, is that really make a difference? Because if you look at it, Tidal is the best in my opinion in terms of all the options that they offer and do different kind of things. I'm cheap. I don't want to pay all that. I got the student discount with Apple. Is there a student discount with Tidal? So okay then. So and I already had Apple on my phone. It came with my iPhone, of course. So
But that's another thing with Apple. If we have iPhones, why isn't Apple Music free to us?
that's a very good question. That's a very good question.
Like, y'all already pissed me off by taking out my jack and making me pay for that little
Yeah,
pointless
for
ass
real,
piece.
bro.
The dongle, yeah.
Yeah, but it don't even matter. I don't even use Apple Music, but still, I'd like to have the option.
They
of
got
it
me at
being free.
AT&T though.
With
I
how
bought
so?
I was impatient and I bought the dongle right there. You know how much I paid for that fucking dongle?
How much?
$30.
Yeah,
That's
bro, they're
because
expensive,
It's
man.
a Blinken brand, though.
Belkin.
Like, whatever. It's fucking expensive. The brand is expensive.
I was hot.
And
Yeah.
when you have an iPhone, even with Galaxies, they prefer you to use the Belkin brand. If you're not going to use the Apple brand or the Samsung brand. So I guess, but you could have went to Target and paid $10 for the little Apple piece.
That's
Yeah.
what I did. Yeah, I was like, I'm not
Like,
gonna pay that much.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and then they didn't have any screen protectors there, so I got mad impatient. I went to Walmart and I bought a screen protector.
For one,
That was
they
too
never
big.
have any. Yes, it's entirely too
Yeah.
big. It's collecting nothing but dirt right now.
Bro,
at the
to get a
bottom.
new one.
I'm
man.
going to get a new one
Like,
today.
You had a good week to get a new one. It's dusty now. It looks gross.
I told you, but whenever the new phones come out, they don't never have the full accessories for it. They might have a phone case or something, but it's the most generic phone case ever. And then no screen protectors.
They offered me a phone. They had a little slim OtterBox for like $50, but
You're paying for the name. OtterBox has always been expensive.
but it's a good case though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I paid like $15 for this, and I've dropped my phone plenty of times. and
Really?
It's
This was
protected.
a $10
Like it's
hollow.
nothing.
Nothing. My case came from Target though. Shout out to them.
That's good shit. I fuck with
It
Target.
is. I fuck with Target.
Target's the best. I don't know, because Myers low key nice as
We just came from Myers.
fuck.
Yo.
Myers nice.
They gave us three. They gave us 3 chicken tenders, a side, a piece of bread, and a drink for $4.99. That shit was
Where
amazing.
else is that
I ain't
happening?
gonna lie,
Yeah,
nowhere,
that's what I'm saying.
nowhere. And they have a Starbucks on the inside.
Yeah. So does
Target.
Target and Julasco.
But
But-
see,
What jewel you go to got a fucking Starbucks?
it's the Gurney
The
one.
one
Yeah,
right by my crib.
they won the Gurney one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Walmart, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Putting subways in their fucking
What?
Yeah.
restaurants and shit.
Yeah, man. Yo, I actually went to a Subway. You know, I told you gave us free shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually, and the sandwich. I'm glad he gave it to me free. That sandwich is a piece of shit.
Damn.
I got the little sliders. First off, it was dry as hell. He toasted it. The cheese wasn't even on it. It was thin. There was nothing on that slider.
Yeah.
It made sense why he didn't charge. I was like, "Are you sure, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, man. I don't give
He was
a
probably
fuck."
just trying to get rid of it.
Probably because that stuff is trash.
I feel like Subway is grasping for strings. That's why they got them sliders up.
Because it makes no logical sense
It
to have a slider when you already
doesn't.
have a sandwich.
Because usually when you hear a slider, you think of like a hot mini burger or something, not a fucking mini sub sandwich. Like what?
Just get the 6-inch.
That's what I.
Exactly,
Because they
yeah.
cost about the same.
Yeah.
If you get like 4 of them sliders, it's gonna cost about a foot long.
I'll
so.
just get a 6-inch. right?
Yeah,
Something
because the slider was $2.
Yeah, and you had like 2 of them.
Yeah, but he gave me to the free 99. That's
But
why I got 2.
But I'm saying though, after taxes though, it would have been $5 and some change.
Yep.
Could have just got a $5 foot long.
Yep.
But that makes that they're not gonna be there for long.
Probably, probably not. All right, Rhythm and Flow. Have you guys seen the show yet?
No.
I got through the first episode last.
Okay. What'd you think?
I think it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that the stars that's on, not the stars, but the contestants that's on there. I don't think there's gonna be like anything big.
No, they
from
never
them.
are. So so I'm sorry for cutting
No,
you
you
off.
good.
But all right. So I haven't watched it from the little preview. I'm assuming it's like a competition show. We're
Yeah.
gonna find the next biggest, artist. When has that ever worked out? Remember, didn't Diddy have a whole making the band thing? Where
yeah,
are they
man.
at? You
That
know
was
what I'm
more drama
saying?
than anything. Tell you the
But
truth.
that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these shows, like there's plenty of them. Where like we're gonna find the next biggest act, or singer or rapper or whatever.
Mhm.
And they have these people and they pick a winner and then like they drop an album and it it doesn't go anywhere. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
I feel like the most consistent person that won.
Because somebody won American Idol popped off, didn't they?
Kelly Clarkson.
No, not even her. Carrie Underwood.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
She won
yeah.
American
Yeah.
Idol. And every time she drops something, it's either platinum or on the top
That is
chart.
very
Ginormous.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's possible.
It is possible, but you have to have longevity, and then you have to be consistent when you first get out there. And I think that's where they go wrong because they think a lot of people think like, oh, I just won this competition, and now I got a record deal, and now it's gonna be this.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna be
Exactly.
that.
Right. So I don't know. I just don't like competition shows like that. To be honest, it's just like I don't really care.
I feel Netflix is grasping for straws because they're killing so many programs right now, and they've poured a lot of money into the show.
What are they killing though? Like, what programs have they killed?
They killed all of the Marvel things that they had going on. So there's no more Luke Cage, no more Jessica Jones.
I know Luke Cage was a hit on Marvel.
Yeah, but didn't they have to do that because of Disney Plus?
did.
Yeah, so I'm sure they didn't want
So
to do
Disney's the one that's taking over everything.
Well, because Disney owns whatever they own.
Disney
so like
owns
Disney
ESPN,
their own everything.
everything.
Yeah.
And then they canceled some of their own shows too that didn't do so good. So
But I
they
mean,
didn't cancel the ones I'm watching though. Thank the Lord.
I just started getting Netflix again. Shout out to my neighbor. Shout out to my neighbor. Yeah. I was saying something else. Okay, I gotta take that one off here too. But shout out to my neighbor. I mean, I've been watching Big Mouth.
that's a funny show.
It's hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious.
I don't know, bro. Like that's a funny ass show. Don't get me wrong. And
Yes.
I was watching it the other day, but sometimes I'll be watching. I'm like, man, these are little ass kids, and
I
like
fu-
they got
Yeah.
dicks showing, and like
And they're
there's an
going-
episode
Yeah.
with a whole like
Yeah.
vagina. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, but they play on that though. They said because I forget what episode it was. But they was like, had this been real, this would have been considered child pornography.
yeah.
They
So
was
like,
like, it's all a cartoon though, so we don't give a fuck.
exactly.
Shit is
So much
hilarious.
funny.
It
I'm
really
but
is
something just like,
Yeah,
like,
it's a fine line. It's a fine.
But I feel like Big Mouth because they used to have Family Guy on there, and a lot of people was watching that.
Really?
So, yeah, Family Guy is not on Netflix no more.
I didn't even know they had it on there.
Yeah, it was Family Guy
Wow.
was on Netflix for years.
Did they have American
I
Dad
did
on
not know
Netflix
that.
too?
They had all.
At
that
one
on
point in
there.
time, everything was on Netflix.
What?
Everything.
I did
The
not
Blue
know
Guys,
that.
Everything
Family
was on
Dad,
Netflix.
Family, but
A lot of anime
they
was on
took it
Netflix,
off
too.
like I think when Disney bought Fox, that's when Family Guy got taken off.
Yeah, because they have to, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Disney.
Disney, bro.
Yeah, so
Fucking Disney and like Coca-Cola or Nestle, because Nestle's own Coca-Cola.
Nestle's evil as fuck.
You tell me about that again. The
Nestle's
water.
evil as fuck.
Yeah, the
All right,
water
so
shit.
All right, so the owner, CEO, basically, I don't know the quote word for it, but he's basically said that water isn't a human right. And
What?
Yeah, so it's like, what are you talking about? Water isn't a human right. So he's basically like, I don't see the problem with charging people for water and this and that. But there's so much that goes
that makes
into
no
it.
sense.
Yeah, I know, but he's
Speaking of which, I'm so glad you brought that up. Did y'all know the CEO of Starbucks is a black lady, and she was on record saying that she don't like white people?
Damn, really?
no, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
that article was all over my timeline.
I did
over the
not know
past
that.
That's
day.
crazy.
Yeah.
Is there any like action so far about it?
I mean, people just found out about it, so I don't know if any action has been taken.
There
it
has to
literally
be,
just,
bro.
It literally
They
just
about to-
broke like
they about
Is
to-
Saturday
there
night.
they
is
about to
there
get her
like
ass outta there.
legit
Only
evidence
Monday.
that she said that? Like, there's like
That's what they're investigating
Her,
now.
her
It's
ass
the-
out of there.
yeah, if that's true, then like
But I
you
mean,
gotta
if you're
get
the
fired.
CEO, you basically the boss of everybody. So,
But
That's
I mean,
true,
I'm
but,
sure
like,
there's a
if
board
you-
you can vote you off. But even with that, she might have to step down. That's gonna kill business.
anybody who loves decent coffee is in the
That's what I'm
Starbucks.
saying. I feel like if you're a
Like,
coffee fan, you're gonna drink Starbucks. That's not even necessarily true because some coffee fans shit on Starbucks because it's
They
not even
do.
coffee.
they do.
Isn't it mad
And
expensive?
I don't
certain people
even-
tell me that Dunkin' is better than.
That's what I hear.
Mhm.
I'm not a coffee guy, so I don't really know,
I'm not
but
a
I
coffee
hear.
person either because when I go to Starbucks, I'm only drinking the teas.
Yeah, like I
So-
make sure mine's damn near like a little spritz of coffee with a hella sugar and milk and
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
It's like, yeah.
I can't do. If I did coffee, bro.
I just figured y'all would like that story.
That's
that's
interesting.
interesting. That's super interesting.
Now, if they don't get her out of here,
I don't think they should. Cause
why?
I just don't think they should.
That-
Yeah, so
why
if you
not?
so
That's
so you
racist.
don't think that if a white CEO was like, I hate black people, they'd be
they
like,
would
all
get them out.
right,
They
yo.
would get them out of there.
That's
Same
what I'm
thing for
saying.
her.
But
So,
it's
so
different. I feel
how
like
is it
it's
different?
different.
So
I just feel like it's
how is it
different.
different? Because of the color of her skin?
Basically.
Racism is
Racism
racism
is
is
universal.
racism.
Racism
We
is
had this
universal.
conversation.
We had
This
it.
is why we got shit on Twitter
Yes,
because
bro.
of you saying shit like this,
Barred us
man.
up, bro. You sound just like them.
Yeah, bro.
Do you feel like black people can be racist?
Black people can be racist.
That lady's
Right.
fucking racist.
Yeah, she has to be out of there. If that's true. If that's not true, then I
If
don't know.
it's true though.
She's gonna
If it
lose.
is true.
If it's true, they're gonna lose so much business. She's gonna have to step.
I doubt they were gonna
No,
give so much business.
the
I
white
do-
people are not going to boycott Starbucks, man.
They're
Nobody's
gonna,
going to
they're gonna
boycott.
boycott to get her out of there, just like when
I'm
Colin
sure.
Kaepernick signed that deal with Nike, and they were burning all their Nike gear. Like, you dumb motherfuckers, y'all already spent the money on the gear.
Yeah,
Like,
right, so-
That was so stupid.
That was
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
So,
I was dumb.
yeah.
Like that's really
Oh
gonna
my
make a
But
difference.
honestly, though, if she was dumb enough to say it in live or somebody can hear it to report it like that, then yeah, she should lose her job.
She
I would
should
just
lose her
shit.
job.
She definitely
General.
should lose her job.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're
She
saying shit
definitely
like
should,
that,
because
it's
that's
like
not something you say. That's kitchen table talk. That's not.
It's something. In my opinion, it's not something you say. Period. But
right,
But that's
as a
something you say
CEO, it's
behind
like, come
the
on,
closed
bro.
doors.
Yeah,
Right,
if you're
right,
gonna
right,
say,
right,
you're gonna say, you
right,
gotta
right,
say behind
right.
closed
Yeah,
doors.
You should be
man.
talking to like your sister or something, not somebody who
You shouldn't be saying shit.
Yeah.
Write it in invisible ink or just something, you know, so
Right.
people can't see that, man.
carrier pigeon.
Yeah, right.
I do feel she should lose her job because had she been white, she would have lost her job.
Exactly.
So.
You just
Yeah.
gotta hold everyone to the same standard.
I
man.
will. I just thought it was funny. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh,
This-
it's-
I didn't even hear about that, so that's. I'm
Oh,
glad you
it's
brought it up.
hilarious. It's lit. Something else outrageous happened. I forget what it was. When I go on Twitter, I go to like the little the magnifying glass. I try to look for trending topics,
Trending
man.
topics.
But I try
They
to
usually be on top for me.
Bro, they just be like on the side for me.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, they're just right there.
see. Usually, like it'll be the big main one. Usually, something about the
A
president.
celebrity or something.
No, the president, the head Cheeto in charge. Usually, it'll be something about him, and then it'll be like a list of different stuff that's catered to me, of course, because stuff that I follow and what I like. So it'll be hip hop, sports, politics stuff. Like, but then last night it brought up Fortnite. I don't care about Fortnite. I guess Fortnite got shut down.
It's
Yeah.
something about a black hole I've been seeing a lot of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I asked my nephew.
What is it? You play Fortnite?
I don't play Fortnite, but I saw it. I guess yeah, it's a black hole. I don't know if it's shut down. I don't know, but
Was it a
people are
race thing or
upset
something?
about it.
Highly race. Nah,
I'm just trying to figure out why would they shut it down.
I don't know.
I
I don't
think-
know what the problem.
I think it's a
is.
marketing thing. Because, I mean,
Probably.
that is literally one of the most profitable video games
Man,
ever.
I just want to know if they paid that dude his money for the shmoney dance.
Bobby, not.
I don't think they paid anybody.
No,
for that.
you talking about JB Blockboy?
No, whoever came
They-
up with the
They owe JB Blockboy money, too.
they owe a lot of people money because a lot of those characters
Yep.
was doing the dances.
Yep.
So, but no, I think it is Bobby Schmurder. He sued them.
Bobby Shmurda.
Didn't they take you, Funny B? You know that guy, Lean,
But no,
Lean Cuisine.
Lean, yeah, Lean Cuisine. Yeah, Casey, yeah.
You know his friend, the dancer, you
Uh,
Funny B.
Bernard, yeah.
boom.
Oh, the
I'm pretty sure they took his dance. The I forgot what is it called? I don't know, but
It's a move though, low
the
key. I'm not gonna lie.
It's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
move.
super dope. But I think they took that too
Man, I need
because he
all
was
that.
talking shit about that.
Y-
Yeah, man. I don't know. I've heard about a lot of people suing him, but I think there's a reason why they can do that and like not get in trouble for it. Probably because the name they chose for it or something. I don't know.
Or maybe they altered a small, like what Trent was telling us about the hoodies and like
Yeah.
that hair on the hoodie I got.
Yeah,
That guy
also
should get
Smalley.
Huh?
You can't alter it. That dance was exactly like I don't know if y'all ever seen it. My little brother plays the game, so every time somebody do the dance in the game, I know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that's why they're suing because people know the dance,
Mhm.
Right.
Like, and you know where the dance originated from and who started it. That's why he's suing. But you can't really copyright a dance move. But maybe you can. I don't know.
I don't
Anything
know.
can be copyrighted.
Yeah, it definitely can. Anything like intellectual property, believes what it's referenced to. Yeah, you could
Something like
definitely
that.
copyright that. What was I just about to say?
I don't know.
Wow,
We were talking about Fortnite, black holes.
Fortnite black holes. I feel like everybody I've met that plays Fortnite is like 14 and under. I've yet to meet somebody that.
No, there's plenty of people that play Fortnite.
I've
There
yet to
is
meet
plenty of
one.
people on
There's a
Fortnite.
lot of
My
people.
I'm sure
brother
there is.
watches
I haven't
them
met one,
on
though.
YouTube. So I
I
haven't
mean,
met one either.
you gotta talk to people that play video games. You know what I'm saying? Like if they play any type of competitive video game, a lot of people do play Fortnite. I know hella people that play Fortnite, and they're like 21.
I've
23,
yet to meet any of
4,
them. Everyone
5.
that I've met is Fortnite. It's like my nephews, and then just a bunch of different.
Well, how many adults
That's
do you
it.
talk to that play video games?
Do y'all play Smite?
Smite?
No.
I don't even know what that
What
is.
system is that on?
Xbox.
Oh, I don't even fuck with Xbox.
Okay,
I
I'm
do.
back over here.
Were you ever a video game kind of guy?
Was I ever a video game? Yes, I am a gamer, but I like adventure games.
Yeah.
Like
More
role
so.
playing games,
Yeah.
where you get one character and you build it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just shaking
I
his
tried to
head.
simple it down for him because I didn't think maybe he knew a role player game
I
meant.
do know what a role player game is. I ain't trying to expose myself.
be like DJ Academics.
Don't, bro.
man.
I
I
honestly,
don't even like DJ Academics.
I don't fuck with Academics at all, bro.
I
don't
don't
at
listen to him.
You already know I don't fuck
I
with
never
him.
you know I don't fuck with him
watched.
either.
I've never watched Academics, bro. Did you guys? I'm not gonna talk that because that's a bunch of
Go
bullshit.
ahead, say
but
it.
like, no, it was just some shit that was going on Twitter. But like,
What?
it was about him Academics and some.
He's always beefing with a rapper.
No, it wasn't a rapper. It was some white girl
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna talk
who
about
was a
Logic?
model.
We are.
Yeah, man. That
He's the biggest Logic fan you'll ever meet.
I'm not even like the big. I'm a big Logic fan, but like when I heard that, okay, fuck what I was talking about earlier. But
Yeah.
like
Just jump right into it.
yeah, bro. Like when I heard that, I was just like, come on, bro. Like I can understand if he's like, oh, he's corny or his stuff isn't as good as it used to be.
Why don't we preface it?
Mhm,
Joe Budden,
mhm.
Joe Budden, former rapper, current media personality. Logic put a verse on a new French Montana song, and unfortunately, due to laws, I cannot play the song. Or I will play it. But essentially, what Joe Budden said, they were listening to the verse and breaking it down word for word. Joe Budden said that Logic is the worst rapper to ever pick up a mic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Said he is hot garbage. That was a really strong statement to make.
But I feel like Joe Budden has said that about several rappers.
He says about
Yeah,
Joe
but-
Budden be talking out of his ass,
He
bro.
do.
I swear. Like obviously, like he's been in the game, so he obviously has. Some
he knows
insight
some
of-
stuff that we don't know.
Hold on,
course,
Before
of
y'all
course he
continue
does.
on, do y'all think Joe Budden is a good rapper?
He's
I never
alright.
listened to his catalog to say
He's
that.
alright.
Only thing I've ever heard was Pump It Up. Oh,
That's-
and the Shady Cipher. So
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not. I'm not a good
he's
opinion
not.
on that.
He
He got a
obviously.
decent catalog.
I'm sure he does, and like he can rap. I know he's in like battle rap this and that, so he has bars.
Man,
and, you know
nah,
what I'm
he
saying?
got washed.
From the one thing I'm talking about with Robbie when he was younger, before
Oh,
we were
okay.
even into this
Okay.
shit. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
hungry for it. It's different when they're hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
With that battle rap he did against How Old Don, he got washed.
Yeah, bro. But back to what we were talking about, man, with the whole Logic thing. Like, gee, like.
He hot.
I'm not even like mad, but it's
Oh,
just like
man.
I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, out of all the rappers out there, he's the worst one.
Yeah.
Really, bro. Like, come on. Obviously,
He said the worst rapper ever.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, he was on the song with French Montana, like, and French Montana's body and Logic. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening. I would even say that Logic could probably wash Joe Budden if that's the case, man. Like,
I'm sure he can watch French
That's-
Montana.
easily,
Anybody can- I ain't
easily,
gonna lie.
I was
easily,
gonna
bro.
say that anybody can
Yeah.
watch
Like,
French.
so it's like, and I'm not even talking shit about French because he's successful, still making songs,
Hits.
so he's
He
doing
is,
this.
but
Yeah, you know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
he's a lyricist. I think he's a
I don't think he. Yeah, that's 100% what
You
it
talking
is.
about just rappers?
Logic can rap his ass off. Say what you want about some of his lines being corny. There's plenty of rappers that have had corny lines. Like if you haven't had a corny line, then you're probably not rapping enough or dropping enough shit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has corny shit when they drop some things. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna sit here and say Logic can't rap or he's one of the worst rappers of all time, like bro, like come on.
So who is the worst rapper of all time?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's all
like,
opinionated.
bro,
It's
like,
kinda-
yeah,
it's kinda-
I'm saying, but who do y'all think is the worst rapper of all time?
I don't know, because this is the thing. Like,
If you ask me, probably be Juice WRLD.
Really?
what? You think
I
he's the
don't know.
worst rapper of all time?
I don't like Juice WRLD at all, bro. I mean, this is me throwing some out there because I know there's plenty of rappers and it's an opinionated thing. So it's just like, can you really say
I would not.
Juice
He's
WRLD
definitely
is not good to me, bro?
Bro, he's not even close to the worst rapper of all time. I don't know who the worst rapper of all time is. There's plenty of rappers that you're listening to like, what the fuck is this, you know? But like, are we talking about just like successful rappers or just random ass SoundCloud rappers?
Anybody
Because like,
who's mainstream, who do you feel shouldn't be mainstream?
Juice WRLD.
you're bugging on that,
You
bro.
are
I'm not even a
bugging.
big Juice fan, but
Me
you're bugging
neither,
on that,
but
bro.
he is
You're-
decent.
yeah, like he definitely has.
I don't
songs.
think dudes that album's boo boo.
Well, I still see the shadows.
All right, man. Lame as hell.
Lame as hell.
I don't even know, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I can't think off the top of my. I don't listen to them, so I can't really name them off the top. You feel me? So
That's true.
that's real.
That's-
but
that's
I mean, they're definitely out there. You feel me? But again, you know, I wouldn't even be surprised. I could sit here and say someone's trash, but they'd probably make such a better song than I would make.
Oh,
so are they, you know
facts.
what I'm saying? Like, are they? That's like saying the worst, like the dude that's on the bench in the NBA is trash. Like, but he'd still wash you. You feel
Yeah,
me? So it's like,
facts.
you know. So I don't know who the worst rapper of all time is, or if there even is a worst rapper of all time. But I think it's stupid to say someone is the worst rapper of all time, especially if you mean that, because it's just like.
And it's an opinion. I mean, granted, it's his opinion, but to say that about someone who has such a fundamental understanding of rap and the way Logic raps, he raps a lot better than the people who are in the forefront today.
Oh my God, yeah.
Skill wise, like, did you
Flow,
listen? I know you
bars.
listen to Young Sinatra 4. Did you listen to Young Sinatra 4?
I like parts of it.
I think Young Sinatra 4 should have been considered for
Album
hip
of the
hop album of the year. It was hot, bro.
It's hard.
So, I just
For what
don't.
award show?
Hmm?
For what award
Just in
show?
general,
Just in
Oh,
general.
okay.
Yeah.
He didn't get nominated.
He
I
didn't.
don't
He
think.
didn't. But I wouldn't. It'd be cool to see him. I don't know if he would have won, but it would have made sense if he was there. For me, that's just me though. Well, like I get people's problems with Logic now. You could say whatever is corny, whatever is this, whatever is that. Okay, cool, but I mean, I feel like he's been dropping some decent stuff, especially with mixtapes, with Bobby Tarantino mixtapes. I feel like those go hard. His last album was nuts. I mean, you could say that Everybody album was low-key corny because it kind of was. You know what I'm saying? But that was his first, like, album when he was, like, super, super mainstream. And I think he was just trying to get, get that pop. Yeah, to get that big album. And he did, because it was pretty successful. So he did what he wanted to do, But no, he's not even close to the worst rapper of all time. Not even close. Shouldn't even be in that sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking stupid.
Do you guys follow Joe Budden at all?
I watch his Everyday Struggle.
Yeah, I like Joe Budden.
Is
The
State
Joe
of the
Budden
Culture. That's what I watch.
Yeah,
State of the Culture.
I don't watch State of the Culture. I like the podcast for the most part. Sometimes he just starts yelling, and that's when I kind of get turned off with Joe. It's just like,
I mean, that's his thing.
and I don't like that because it's literally just majority of the time I have my headphones on.
It's just majority of him yelling.
It's yelling, and then like you try to articulate conversation. It's like, but then when I heard people talk about it, they say the podcast is so good. It's this, but it's just like it's good when I see the clips.
The only thing that irritates me about him is when he's doing an interview and then he gives them that time to speak. He never lets them finish. He always cuts them off and say something and then inserts his opinion, and then it turns into what we see on the snippets on social media. So I feel like if he was a lot more calmer, then he would be perceived differently.
The interview with Russ was dope.
I didn't see that.
The interview with Russ is dope. I don't know why people don't like Russ.
Russ the way.
I think because
you don't know who Russ is?
What?
Dude.
When you said, I ain't even gonna lie, when you said Russ, I was thinking about the dude who used to be married to Katy Perry because his name was Russ or Russell.
Oh, Russell Brand?
Brando?
Yeah.
That's the guy who owns the island, right?
Who the fuck? No. Russell Brand, he's a British comedian. Oh,
with the hair.
He was in that one movie, Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
With the brown hair.
That's funny that you
who am I thinking of that owns the island, like Virgin Mobile?
Manson? Richard Branson.
Branson.
I think it's Richard Branson.
That's Richard, though. You said Russ.
Yeah, so I don't know what. Both of y'all are tweaking.
Both of
right
us,
now.
yeah.
But I think people don't like the problem they have with Russ isn't necessarily the music, because like his music isn't like bad to me. Like I've listened to it. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's pretty dope. But it's just the way he comes off. He comes off as kind of like a pretentious dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, bro, like,
relate to that.
That's what I'm saying. Or especially when he chooses to like, have a PSA, about whether it's about drugs or this and that, or especially, it's just the worst times. And it's just like, bro, what are you trying to do? Like, you're coming on the scene, like, acting like you're better than everybody else. It's like, you're tripping, you know what I'm saying? So, but, I mean, the music, I guess, is decent, but I think it's more so the way he comes off as, like, kind of like a dick. So everyone's like, all right, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know.
It's like he always has a certain opinion as everyone is here to listen to him.
Yeah.
Type thing.
And I feel like a lot of times it's like he tries to be like, this is how I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, instead of like just commenting on it or not even saying anything. Because a lot of times you don't got to say shit, but I'm sure people just probably feel like he just has to like want to say something just to make it seem like he's better than the person that it has affected,
Right.
So that's what I think. But I don't know. I don't know.
That's probably. I mean, I've listened to a few Russ songs. They didn't sound that bad. I've never sat down and listened to the whole Russ album.
I've never even heard of Russ.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that is nuts. But like, he's not a bad artist. You probably would fuck with some of his songs. Like, it's not bad music, and like he works hard. Like he does his own like producing. Like he does his own shit. So like, pretty impressive what he's doing, But like I said, he just the way he comes off is just a little like annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I have another question. I don't know where all these questions is coming from, but they coming. So, do y'all think it's worthy for an artist to sign? Like, do y'all think it's worth it for an artist to sign a record deal now in today's world? Especially if you got people like Chance the Rapper who's not signed to anything.
If I was an artist,
he is signed to something now.
What is he signed to?
It's not so much like a record deal, but it's like he gets help from like a label. It's like push shit.
The distribution deal?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
So
if I'm an artist,
but he still has.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
If I'm an artist, excuse me, I'm not signing jack shit. I'm going to network. I'm going to build good relationships. I'm not going to sign a damn thing.
That's harder than it sounds, though. I mean, there's plenty. Like, it's not just like a couple artists. Like, there's probably millions of artists out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you know people doesn't guarantee you boom. You know what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing the right people and working and networking could definitely get you to places you want to go. But I could see someone who is just from a like lower income area or struggling or whatever the case is, and they get an offer like, yo, here's a $2 million contract for if you want to put some albums out for us. You'd be like, yeah. You know, because you got the studio time, you got the money, you got, you know, all that stuff now that you didn't have before. So it makes sense why people would sign. But I don't know, if you already had like a head of steam and you knew you were going to blow up, and then a company comes to you like, yo, sign with us, but you could still do it on your own, then I would go the independent route. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know, like, you're already rolling up to that point anyway, you know. But if you're a nobody and nobody knows who you are and you're trying to get things going.
I mean, Young Dolph is signed to nobody.
Did he lie about that?
I don't know.
I didn't think he lied about that.
I heard he did, but at the same time, I really
I
had no
could have
idea
sworn
if
I
he
read
did.
something he lied about and actually signed a fat record deal, bro.
Maybe he did.
Because I know him and Young Gotti fell out because he wasn't signed to Young
Oh,
Gotti.
they did more than fall out. Yo, Gotti tried to kill him.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's more than that. I mean, what would you think? Would you sign?
Me? I don't know. I know I was watching an interview and Master P said that the white man came to him with $1 million, and he said, well, if I'm worth $1 million, that means I could be way more than that if it reached him. So,
Right here, Young Dolph reveals he's been lying to fans, never has been independent. Here's a tweet. Got another confession to make. It's the truth and the whole truth, but the truth on God.
the truth on God.
Ooh, you scared me. Hey, bro, how's it going?
Oh, hello.
Hey, how's it going? Is it your time?
No. Well, we were going to record a podcast, but you're using it.
Ooh, what time?
I figured that nobody was using it. And you guys are on for a while, right?
We're on till 6.
Okay, no worries. I'll talk to my friend.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
My bad, bro.
No, it's fine.
Cool. Oh, technical difficulties. Okay. So now that it's out and I'm some big super independent star, so now that it's out that I'm not some big independent star, I've signed 4 deals like everyone else. I wonder if all the rappers gonna stop hating now. Sorry for shitting on you guys, knowing damn well I got a major deal. Cap. See, that's the kind of line and stuff that makes me not want to listen to music anymore.
But
I never listen to Dolph anyway, but that's
Dolph
You don't
is
listen to
hard.
Dolph?
Dolph is hard.
Bro,
Nah,
who
nah.
do you listen to,
Nah,
man?
nah,
You don't
nah.
listen to nobody.
Nah.
I listen to J. Cole. That's about it.
Nah.
People like J. Cole.
Yeah, bro.
I listen to. Let me see.
I feel like everybody you listen to is super serious.
Super serious.
Nah.
It's somewhat J. Cole, like, you know,
Yeah.
tied to Dreamville in some way, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely a Cole and Dreamville fan. Let me see who I've been listening to lately. I haven't listened to Cole that much lately. Just a few songs
I
here
don't
and
believe
there.
you.
Cause I'm gonna tell you
Just a
right
few
now,
songs here
You're a
and there.
liar.
Just a
You're
few
a
songs. Bro,
Liar.
I'll show
I don't
you.
care. I don't care. Who
I'll
else?
sh-
Who
I'll
else
show
have
you
you
my
been-
most
It doesn't
played.
matter.
All right, bro.
Can you look that up on Apple Music?
Yes, you press the heart. It says recently played right there.
Oh, that's recently played, not most played.
I said I haven't played him recently. I said lately I've listened to a few songs here and there.
Whatever, man.
I've listened to that
Continue.
Wale, Stillmatic.
How do you like that Wale, by the
All
way?
Talk. I'm only halfway through it. So far, it's okay. It's decent. You like it?
It's a Wale album.
That's how I
It's a
feel.
Wale album.
This is my thing with Wale is that I know he's a great rapper in terms of his ability, but there's something about his voice that doesn't catch for me to continue listening to this song.
Mhm.
I tune out when I listen to Wale. I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say he's boring because he's not. There are songs I really like from him, and I downloaded a couple songs, like one song so far from that album that he just dropped. But I don't know, man. Wale is. I feel like you're just gonna be in a certain mood for that. You know what I'm saying, or environment to throw
And
on
you
Wale.
actually have to listen to him to hear what he's
Yeah, because he's like being all poetic about it, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I can't just throw him on because like, oh fuck, did I miss that, or I gotta go back and listen to what he said. You know, so yeah.
Did y'all see his Breakfast Club interview?
Which one?
he was flipping the script. The most recent one, he was
The
flipping the
most
script on the
recent
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
They were pressing about like his relationship and stuff. He was trying to focus it back towards the music. It was like an interview where I ain't gonna say worst nightmare. They handled it well. But if I was in their shoes, I'd just be like, bro, like you just
Like,
chill
he
and
kept-
answer
he
our
kept his-
questions.
I mean, but you don't ask people personal questions like that.
Not
When a
like that,
person
no.
come here in an interview, you're asking what they're
They
doing
were
and
trying to
stuff
get
like
into
that.
like his like relationship because I believe they brought it up first, didn't they? They were trying to really delve in like his personal life. He wasn't really.
And
trying
he was
to.
just trying to be like focused on the music.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen that a couple times with a couple different artists where they're asking this personal shit and they're just like, yo, can we just like, I got an album coming out. I just
Yeah.
dropped it out. Let's talk about that. Like
Yeah.
that's one thing. That's one reason why I don't like watching stuff like that. Not just the Breakfast Club, but I do enjoy watching it. But like, it gets annoying sometimes when they're just trying to press for like gossip and like, oh, how's your relationship and are you still fucking with so and so? But yo, like, why don't we talk about like what I'm doing or like my future goals
'Cause
or
that's
who
the
I'm
whole
collecting.
point of the interview.
Exactly.
Right.
Like that's what I'm known for. No one gives a fuck who I'm dating, like except for you guys. You know, like I want to talk about what I can make money from. I can't make money from
Yeah.
who I'm dating. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I guess you probably could make money from who you're dating. Depends on who it is. But anyway, yeah, bro, that's it. Yeah, but
Like that dude from The Bachelor who's dating Demi Lovato right now.
Bro,
you the only one here keep up with
First
that,
and
bro.
foremost, I hate those. So Bachelor, Bachelorette.
I do too, but he's
What are they? What are they even
he's
about?
getting paid to
It's
date
literally that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean that's dope because you
No,
get
'cause
paid
you
to
just
date
brought it
them.
up, that's why I brought that
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%,
so-
100%. So basically, the Bachelor is Bachelor, Bachelorette, same shit, just girl or guy. You got one girl or guy, and
Hold
you
on,
got about
before you go, do you remember the Flavor of Love?
Kind of.
That's basically what The Bachelor is.
basically just like a more, I guess, sophisticated version of it.
Okay.
It's the PD white. It's the PD version.
Yeah,
PDW
for
version.
real. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty much what it
like-
is. It's just really stupid.
Kendall,
though,
you let
man.
him in. That's our interview guy, Idriss. He's running late. But yeah, I don't watch any of that kind of stuff.
It's basically
either,
one
actually.
person dating 20 people, and then they're gonna marry somebody at the end of it.
Oh, it's that girl Tiffany, like New York Tiffany
Something like that.
or Tiff New York.
What's
What's
up?
up, big bro? How you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
Man, my boy Idriss, man. Welcome, bro. Good, bro. Good to see you. What's up? Yeah, appreciate it, man. We a podcast now, starting today, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You are. So you can say
Yeah.
whatever you want. So like you know I told you, yeah, go and throw the headphones. We're recording right now. You know how I told you, like, you know, you can't say prices, you can't say go do this. You can say whatever you want. And I know you can't wait. Go do this. Go follow my page.
You already know. You already know.
So yeah, my boy.
So what's good, y'all? Man.
Since the last time you
Shit,
came
man.
on, definitely a lot of things have changed.
Okay.
I added him as my co-host first. That's my guy Pierce.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, bro? I feel like I know you though, man.
Yeah, you look mad familiar.
yeah,
I'm
you
sure.
with the Zion, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I
So.
see you in the ways,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I see you in the ways. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
See
you
you
too.
doing good, man. I've been watching the show.
I'll
man.
try,
I'm
man,
a
you know.
fan, man. Y'all
Appreciate
crushing
that.
this game, man.
Appreciate it. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Seriously.
That's
Yeah.
Vontrell.
Vontrell,
Yep.
got you, bro. So you went to Zion too?
My last year, yeah.
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay, so I missed you probably.
Probably.
When'd you graduate?
2013.
Yeah, I missed you for sure, man. I missed you. But look, it's all good, bro. I'm excited to be here with y'all, man.
Thank you, man.
And then we added our video guy, Trey K47, Kendall Williams.
Man, bro,
WendallKilliams.
listen, your baby is like the cutest baby on the internet, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. Everybody be like, have you seen this baby?
That's crazy.
And then I didn't even know it was your baby. And they're like, no. I'm like, what?
Hold
This is ridiculous.
That's crazy. So somebody said, have you seen somebody else's kid?
Right.
That's
type
Hey,
thing.
weird.
Check out this baby outside.
But not literally,
Right.
though. But, like,
Right.
you know, there's people, for example, first it was Jatavia. Oh, I can't name drop. Let me not name drop.
Oh, it's up to you. You can if you want
No,
to.
I ain't gonna name drop.
Oh, okay.
I know her, though.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't
Doubt
know.
who that is.
Is she a model?
She went to school with us.
It's gonna be some editing because I said some wild earlier. Don't worry. About it. It's gonna be some editing. It's gonna be some editing.
Okay, but yeah, that's my girl right now though.
She a model, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
She used to model. Okay,
yeah,
I know exactly what you're
That's
talking
what's up, man.
about. She changed her name
Yeah.
like 7 times. So.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So like, what's it like dating a model?
Oh man, that's crazy. That's a cool question. That's a cool first question. Man. That's how you start this
All
plug.
right.
I'm in my bag, bro. I'm in my bag.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's like
That's a good
it's
answer,
kind of like it's kind of like watching Power but picking your role in it, right?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I tried to understand. I was like, all right.
I'm
I
not
know
even.
we don't watch.
Let me think about that.
I'm not gonna.
You don't watch Power?
I watch Power.
I
He doesn't watch Power.
I don't watch
You don't watch Power?
I don't watch.
Y'all don't watch
Oh,
Power?
see that's why I didn't
Tripping.
catch.
That's
Y'all
why
bugging.
I didn't catch.
Bugging.
That's why I was.
Problem,
I want to go say and be like, yeah.
I don't listen. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I don't really watch Power avidly, but like it's like I'm that guy that like will jump in any point of any show and any season, whatever. I just jump in. And it's
Really?
like, man, this is decent, right? So I
Yeah.
start watching like the last 4 episodes, and
Uh-huh.
now I watch Power. But I don't
Bro,
really
this is
watch
like the last season. Too,
Right.
You
You
so
know, it's
behind.
cra-
You don't
yeah.
even know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just like Ghost. That's my guy,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
And I don't
You gotta-
even know. I'm hearing the backstory. I gotta see how he really was, and
Yeah, bro. If you could start off from episode 1, season 1, it's a crazy ass show.
yeah, people say
Crazy
binge
ass
watch it, but I'm
Is it on
like,
Netflix?
lazy.
Nope.
No,
I got too
no,
much other stuff going on.
Oh, I'm not watching.
Yeah.
it.
Hey, by the way, can I go live?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
can do
bro.
whatever you
Oh
want.
man, we
100%.
could have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got the camera looking.
We got
in
2
there.
cameras.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
angles,
2,
bro.
one for the plug, one for the low. Hey.
I don't watch Power at all. Actually, I just found another show because usually I keep up with anime. That's my stuff. I've watched that since I was a kid.
Gotcha.
So that's what I've been watching. I just started watching Big Mouth actually. You ever seen that on Netflix?
Man, listen, man. I'm not even finna like unload my nerdness right now. I'm not
Do
even finna do it.
I just did it, bro. I made it safe.
Big
Man,
Mouth is
he said
easy,
I
man.
made it
Dirty,
safe.
man.
I haven't seen that, but
I was gonna say, is Big Mouth really considered?
I was talking about anime.
Oh,
I
Um,
loaded my
I
nerd.
was like,
I feel like that's cool now, though. You know, anime is like the cool.
It is starting to become cool now, and then
It's becoming mainstream.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Matter of fact, it is. It is. But like, you know, back in the day when Muzz was in high school, you say, man,
used to get clown from
Oh,
right.
Naruto.
Right.
Remember Willie Hunt? Yo, we had this dude in gym class named Willie Hunt.
Oh,
He's a cop now. He lived
Okay.
he lived a block on the other side of me. He used to run in gym.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
probably
man.
fast. That's
He was
super-
fast.
He was
Yeah.
fast,
Fast,
bro.
bro.
As fuck.
Wear hands like this, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
He ran track.
He ran
Wow.
track
All
and
that,
high
the
jump,
whole
everything.
thing.
Dude's stupid fast.
Super athlete, bro.
It's not
You,
even
you ever
funny.
ran like that? You ever?
Oh, no.
I don't do sports. I don't do sports.
Oh,
But man, we here to talk about you. What you got going on, man?
I mean, I got a lot going on right now. Kind of slowed down from a few things, but I'm so excited for just what's happening in the community right now. I'm just looking to really plug, you know, throw a lot of shade.
You
in
want to put it on the back of the laptop?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. We gonna see what God got in the store. What you got?
I
God?
feel that. God got a plan.
Hey, but yeah, that look like the plan though. Legit, I got a lot too.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So what's something?
Oh,
you
I
got?
ain't even putting nothing. Oh man, I'm live. I'm live. It's coming. We on set. Come on, I need some viewers real quick though.
I got you. No, it's all good.
They gonna come, man.
that-
They gonna
Yeah,
come.
all it's
All
gonna come.
Oh yeah. All right, hold on.
You-
I gotta give him a crazy title though. How you do that?
You on and popping dude.
I gotta restart it. How you do it?
That's wild.
I
I
don't-
tried to go live once. It didn't work out.
Anyway, I gotta redo it. Hold on.
No, it's
No, cause you gotta get the title.
I'm
with y'all though.
I'm
with y'all though.
I don't even know.
I went live. I prefer Instagram live or Facebook live. I don't
I've
know.
never gone live before.
We
I
went.
feel like I'm not interested enough to just go live. But yeah,
Me
so I'm
neither.
cooking some fucking eggs right now.
That's how you go live though, bro. Like that's all you gotta do. You just gotta
Some-
like, yo,
yeah.
get some eggs. You'd be surprised.
No, bro, I've
Oh,
seen
I
some
know.
crazy shit on live, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's the one guy? He'll talk about anything random. Like when your girl tripping and you tell her you want some space, she blowing your phone
I
up,
know what you're talking about. His
Right.
name is like Uncle something.
something, and then he pours like water or like milk into like it's like a pot
Oh.
of flour or something
I
stupid.
couldn't
like
even
that.
watch that, bro. I
It's
just watched for
stupid.
like 2 seconds. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
taking like 5 seconds away from my life. Why did I let that happen? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
you ever watch something? It's like, damn, I just feel like I went backwards just
yeah,
now, man.
for real. A lot of buffoonery out there, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a good
Alright.
word.
Thank you.
I like-
So I mean, what you want? I mean, I could tell y'all, you know,
Listen,
anything,
tell
man.
us, let the people that are going to eventually listen to this, just, kind of tell them about yourself.
Got it. What's up, y'all? So my name is Idriss Joseph. I'm a financial coach by trade. The biggest thing, most important thing to me and what I invest in is people. So I want to build people as much as I can and just help them really find out, the potential they got inside of them. And I do that through my financial practice, as well as just a few other facets. So I'm a part of a program called Legacy Reentry Foundation. So the two big things is financial coaching. I'm focused on the youth. So specifically teenagers, so 13 to 18. That's kind of my sweet spot right
Yeah.
there. And I just chop it up with them in it. And actually, right now, I got a few teams that I'm mentoring, and it's just important to me because like growing up, imagine like look at what y'all doing right now. Imagine somebody saw you, or somebody saw the gift in you, or somebody saw the talent in you. You're 13, 14, and say, hey man, let's start doing this now. Like let's not wait till you're grown and you gotta be like, well, I kind of want to break the norm. How can I show people that it's okay to be you right now? Right? How can I show a teenager that? And that's really the main goal, man, and show them that.
And they at that
You know.
age where they finding themselves too.
Absolutely,
So that
absolutely.
definitely helps.
And they also at an age where like it's different, man. You look at technology today, it's like, I'm going live right now. Like everybody got a camera,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody got a camera. Not only does everybody have a camera. What's up, y'all? If y'all coming into this live, you know what I'm saying? I'm on this podcast.
You get the
right
title.
now with
You get
my
the title
hom-
right.
I did not get the
You
title.
did
right.
You gotta start all over.
and must start jumping in as soon as I said
man.
that.
I hate when people go live and they do that and they jump right out. I'm like, well, I'm not coming back to live anymore then. Because it's just that's my thing.
So I just
Yeah.
lost my homies then.
Whole
You
time,
probably
low
did.
key.
All right, I mean, bro, you gotta hit me with the. I don't even know
I
what
don't
to
even-
put, bro.
I
You
don't know.
asking the wrong person.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I don't.
You
Yeah,
gotta ask him.
who goes
Not me
live.
either.
All right,
Lie.
I mean, something basic.
do
you
we
know.
need a title?
Use your creative genius, man.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody got to be creative. It's three of y'all. Oh, three of
We're pretty
y'all.
creative people though.
No.
honestly.
Listen, like I
tried,
could just
bro.
y'all energy is dope. How? Matter of fact, I want to talk to y'all a little
Bet,
bit.
bet.
Yeah,
But yeah. So I'm focused really on the youth.
Yeah, I put that.
What'd you put?
All talk.
Hey.
That's what y'all show
Hey,
called.
You ever heard that song?
Nah, it's a song.
You ever heard that
Okay.
song?
The
All
show's
talk.
called ISD. Or whatever we call it.
Saturday school.
This is Saturday
This is
school.
Saturday.
Okay,
The radio
so
show is
it's
ISB.
Saturday school on Monday. Got it. Okay.
You
I
said
like
the same thing earlier.
Yeah.
It still goes.
But, all right.
It goes crazy though.
There's like, okay, so basically the theme of the
School.
shows, you got in school detention, which is the radio show, and then this is kind of like the after, which is a Saturday school. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So like but it's on Monday.
Yeah,
So it's not Saturday, unfortunately.
it's not.
But Monday school is regular school. You know?
'Cause-
we can release this on Saturday.
Oh yeah, we could.
Ooh,
Yeah, that would make sense because nobody knows
see?
when nobody
This
knows
is
when.
why-
That's a good
See,
idea.
I told you creative. See, like I can't
Look
say
at that.
I can't say I hired you because I'm not paying you because I'm not getting paid. But this is why I brought you on.
Can I tell? P-I.
P-I-E-R
Lionel Richie.
C-E-P-C-E-A-N-D-E-R.
It's just this you
Right,
did?
that first one right there.
Yeah, we in the game, bro.
You said Lionel Richie?
Yeah.
Let me tag
Bro,
you.
you know how many times I get that, man?
Yeah.
I don't look like him.
T-R-E.
I really don't look like him.
Kendall.
T-R-E.
Lionel Richie.
Williams. Yep, that's me right there.
Thank you.
Who do you
But-
look like?
Lionel Richie.
That's what they say. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's because I've looked at his face, bro. His chin's long. It's like
I
weird,
was
bro.
gonna say,
Like,
his jaw is a lot stronger.
We got some.
Yeah,
How
bro.
can I set this up, y'all? What can I?
What?
what you trying to get like everybody in it?
I'm trying to get y'all handsome selves in there, man. How the ladies supposed to know where y'all at, man?
Well, I'm sick.
That's true.
Don't nobody checking for me.
I
Nobody
know
checking-
ain't nobody check up.
Probably not, bro.
Man,
Probably not.
This is
Dang,
this is
y'all
some,
had to emphasize that.
I'm
this some
I'm
epic
just
stuff,
saying,
man. We
from-
trying to like be epic out here and all that.
What you got to say, bro?
I was gonna say from the conversations we've had on air about your past relationships with dating and standing people up. I don't know about
First of all, all right.
bro, he stood this girl up like 2 times, bro.
Once.
Like
It
I
might
was
as
like,
well
yo,
be
you're
twice.
tripping,
Once.
bro. You're
She has to text you
tripping.
to tell her she
Once.
told you she was still alive and
Once.
here.
Yeah, yo, he's like, I'm still
counting
here,
that as
yo.
twice.
You're
Look,
like,
man.
oh,
Look, man.
my bad.
It
God,
wasn't in the cards.
look, man.
Luckily, she ain't hearing this right now.
The devil's
'Cause
always
she
working.
listened to the show.
Listen, I'm just excited that I could bless y'all first podcast, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm just excited,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
This is like a little bless up. So I'm like, what kind of led y'all to this direction, man? Like, when did y'all was like, we gonna do a full blown podcast? What was-
Motherfuckers wanted to cuss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Facebook Live, Jesus is real.
Jesus.
Yes. They wanted to cuss though. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
man.
They are
More
so
so-
thirsty for it.
More so, I guess it was just more creative freedom, you know.
I got it,
What
got
we're
it.
able to talk about, and sometimes cuss words just kind of slip out, but that wasn't the main reason. Just be
Got
able
it.
to just have a broader categories to talk about, you know, and just kind of be in control. With the radio show, we were kind of limited, you know what I'm saying? So we
Okay.
couldn't say
Not to
certain
knock
stuff.
radio.
Not to not radio, obviously, but it was
Right,
just
radio's great, everybody.
there's just
It's great.
rules to that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Love
with
radio.
podcasts, you kind of can do whatever you want. So that's what we felt was the best option for us right now.
Man, I love it, man. So, what y'all? I'm gonna ask y'all one more time. What y'all want me to get y'all? Tell me whatever topic.
Well, how'd you get into financial?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a good question. Well, man, you know, some people in my life told me not to name drop. So, I got into finances really because ultimately in business I saw someone make a lot of money, make millions of dollars, and I saw them literally lose millions of dollars instantly. And I saw how it's not about how much money you make; it's about how much money you keep. And just learning, and the reason that happened is because they didn't know the rules, and I realized that you can make a lot of money, but if you don't know what to do with it, if you don't know the rules of money, you'll lose. Right, and that especially applies to like our age group, our demographic.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna guess y'all millennials in the room.
Period.
Okay,
What,
right.
what year is that? I don't
I
think.
think it's like 96, isn't it?
It's
95, 96?
19.
Or is
The
I'm-
cutoff is 96.
The cutoff is 96.
Cutoff
Alright.
is
So we're barely millennials.
Y'all made
Yeah.
it. Did y'all make it?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
no. What
96.
year are you born in?
I was born in '94.
So you're not a millennial.
I'm not.
No, you made it.
are
Oh,
a
you
millennial.
are. My bad.
He
My
is
bad.
a
My
millennial.
bad.
No,
We're
90,
barely
96,
millennial.
95, 94, going that way.
Yeah,
Going that way.
yeah. I'm the youngest person here. Okay, I'm barely millennial.
Okay, you made it, bro. You know, it's cool as long as you made it.
Yeah, facts.
Right,
Straight up.
so-
Straight up.
Yeah,
I won the biggest fight of my life.
you did.
I guess.
So you said for people who don't know how to use money, how do you don't know how to use money? Like,
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, okay, you got money right now, right? What is your money doing? Because there's only one or two things it could be doing.
Sitting in my
just be
wallet
sitting there
right now.
or you ain't got it.
Okay.
You carry cash?
Yeah.
Check this
I'm a
out.
server, man. I gotta
Whether it's in your wallet, bank account, don't matter. Think about this: is your money growing, or is it dying? That's the only question you gotta ask yourself. Right? So money can't do anything but grow or die. And if you're not making any money, you're losing money.
And when you say growing, that doesn't mean like your actual 9-to-5 job. It's just
No, not at all. No. When I say growing, I mean the interest. You know, the rate of return that you're getting on your money,
Oh,
wherever it's at. It doesn't have to. It's not necessarily I mean, you could say investment, but I would just say where you put your money, because if you put your money in the bank, right, and you put it in the savings account. By the way, where you bank at?
Yeah, Idriss.
Me, Chime.
Okay.
I just got the
Chime. Shout out to Shine, right? Shout out to y'all.
Idriss,
Listen, I need my endorsement.
Do me a quick favor. Could you take his head? You see the cord?
Oh, yeah.
It's inside the mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Perfect. Thank
Gotcha,
you.
cool.
Thank you.
So, shout out to Chime. Listen, I need my endorsement if you're watching right now. But okay. So, does Chime have savings accounts or what?
Yeah, and then it's they don't charge you for having an account. That's why I got on Chime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chime, y'all don't charge for accounts. Shout out to y'all. How's the savings account? Like, tell me about
How does my I'm not really big on using my saving accounts because I feel like whenever I need something in case of emergency, they charge you to take your money out. That's just with any bank.
Got it.
I don't like that idea.
Got it.
So,
That is how majority of banks work. Yeah. With that being said, though, does anybody know like the average you get on the savings account? Like the average rate of return that you're getting if you put your money in the savings account? Anybody know? Any idea? Usually probably like 0.007. So like not even a whole percent, right? So you're not even getting a whole percent on your money. But the thing about it is, we're millennials. Y'all know, y'all remember inflate? Do y'all know anything about inflation?
yes.
Raising prices.
Okay. Now, here's the key example. Y'all remember you used to go to the gas station and get 4 chips for $1. Who remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Woo!
That. Now it's like 2 for $1.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Why? Inflation,
Yeah,
right? So your
inflation.
dollar's just losing its buying power each and every day. That's all that's happening. So since your dollar's losing its buying power, you got to do something to make sure that your dollar is growing faster than the dollar is losing value. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Follow me? Cool. So if your money's not growing, then you're losing money because of inflation. Because tomorrow, this dollar is going to be worth 50 cents, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So if you just got it in your pocket and nothing's happening to it, you're losing money.
So what are some ways that you teach your kids to save?
No,
I didn't
I
wanna call
love
them
that.
mentor, yeah.
I love that. Oh, you can say clients, kids. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
I got
okay.
clients. Yeah, you said kids. It's funny. Sometimes I'll be talking to people that's freaking 50, 60 years old, right?
Same thing.
But with my clients, the biggest thing that I tell them is I teach them, I educate them first and foremost. So I teach them about, this is the thing. It doesn't matter, per se, where you have your money. What matters is if where your money is at the time, is it benefiting you and giving you what you need? Is it going to long term? So, for example, what I would tell someone is, what are you looking to do? So let's like do like a pseudo, like I'm gonna like role play with you real quick, okay, right? So say you came to me, and okay, so what do you want to do? You tell me.
Oh, I want to own a business.
Okay, you want to own a business, okay? So we kind of went left here, but I'll take it. We're talking about money, so
Give me a different answer. Give me a different answer.
low key, that's what it was like. Low key.
Pick a different card. Hey, at first I thought he said that was kind of weak. I was like,
No.
That's what you want to do?
damn.
You want to be independent, really?
Really?
Yeah, he's trying to lead y'all. By the way, that was it.
I know, right?
Right.
I can't blame him.
But no. Okay. Let's say you want to start a business. Cool. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you is a couple things. But if we're just talking finances, I'm gonna say, okay, do you got the capital to go into business for yourself right now?
No.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you making money currently?
Working.
Okay, working. So is working getting you the money that you need?
No, not enough.
Okay. So then how can you get more money?
By just doing it. Or
Just
I'm
doing what?
Like just starting my business, I guess.
Just starting your business broke?
Yeah.
That's what you gonna do?
Well, no.
It's not a bad idea. I mean,
Right.
some people do it.
Some
you know?
people do it and land on their feet.
I mean,
but,
hey, look, I think we starting a business right now. This is a business.
Yeah.
This is an industry y'all just cracked into, just rolled into. Y'all invested though. This is completely different than not investing. Just so you know.
What do you mean?
This is equipment. This is not free stuff, right? Did they just say y'all could just have this spot or?
We have to pay membership fees.
Yeah.
Cool. We're members of the station.
You're investing,
Correct.
right? So
Correct,
you're
correct,
not. It's
correct,
not
correct.
like somebody's just funding you. You're investing. Maybe not huge money, but it doesn't really take a lot of money to make money. Because imagine this turns first podcast. By the way, let me speak this. Listen, their podcast is going to be on the top podcast in the entire world.
On the game.
In the entire world. And I'm going to be able to say I was I was the first
You're the first guest.
Very
guest
first.
It's
on
funny.
the podcast.
It's crazy how God works. Because there's supposed to be another guy here today at 4. He's
Yeah?
here for undisclosed reasons. Yeah, he a bum.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck him. But yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What happens
Hey.
to undisclosed reasons?
Yeah, listen, guys, don't take that to the chin. Don't charge it to his head, not to his heart. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Did I kind of finish that up or not really?
Nah, I cut you off. My bad.
I don't even know where I was at.
That's okay.
You were talking about investing in, because you were saying this is a business and we were investing in ourselves.
Okay, so yeah, I was talking about getting the capital. So if the job's not getting you capital, it's kind of like common sense. You either got to get another job or you got to figure out how to get more capital, right? And so that's where I would start the conversation. And you talked about saving in particular, I think earlier. Yeah. And where could they put their money? I think that was your question. Well,
or how can they save?
How can
for
they?
A lot of millennials, we spend recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
yep.
how can you save?
That's a good question, but it's kind of like me.
More so telling me than giving me.
No. It's like you got to do it. Like I can't make you save.
Yeah,
that's true.
I cannot make you save. It's something. It's like a discipline, right? It's like, okay, I got $10. I'm gonna put this $1 to the side every time I get 10. Like that's your discipline.
The 10%
That's your focus. I can tell you what to do. I could walk you through. Man, how can I be? How old are you?
24.
How can I go from 24 to 54 and have $5 million? I can tell you how to do it right now. I can walk you through it. But would you do what I told you to do? That's up to you, right? So that's kind of like how that conversation goes. So I can't necessarily teach anybody how to save, but I can teach them where the best places are to save, where your money's liquid, meaning that if you got to pull out the account, you can, where the rate of return is outpacing inflation. So you're making more money. You're doubling down on inflation, meaning that the dollar's losing. By the way, on average, inflation is going at, look at this, the fact dropping, 3.22%, right? Each and every year, right? So your money needs to be somewhere where your money's going at least 5 to 8%. So you can double down on that 3.22%. Does that make sense, y'all? Y'all feel me? Follow me? So that's just how that works, right? Really, really simple. And I can show you how to put your place in the money where you got a place where you got that, where your money's liquid, where it's safe, meaning that you won't lose a penny of your money, which is so important. And then lastly, where it's tax-free, right? So those are the big things. Because think about it. Every year, you got to pay taxes, right? How do you avoid it? I mean, I'll just say this: Donald Trump.
That was my next question for you. With the tariffs on China, you noticed some stuff. I remember I was next door at a dollar store for my job, tried to buy a bag of chips. It was almost $2.
Right.
Have you noticed stuff going up as well?
Well, I mean, with China, that's a big deal, man. Because right now, I don't know if you guys know anything about 5G.
I heard about it.
The data plan, right?
I've been hearing about it.
Nobody has 5G in America right now.
No.
It's a myth.
It says I have 5. It says I have 5G.
It says it. That's not 5G. It's a myth.
Oh,
5G.
wow.
Listen, don't quote me on this. I just want you to get the concept. Okay, so 4G can download a movie in 5 hours. 5G is going to be able to do it in 5 seconds. Okay, so right now, there was like a meeting with like all the powers of the world, all the different countries and all the leaders, right? And the question is like, okay, who's gonna come out with 5G first, man? Who's coming out with it first? Guess who's about to have 5G like right now?
China.
Right.
China's ahead of the curve on a lot of stuff.
Okay. Right. They had a plan. It was called I don't want to mess up y'all plan. Was it China 2020? What was y'all plan? I don't know. Anyway, y'all had a plan, and you guys executed beautifully. Because right now they're in a sweet spot. And assuming they get 5G fast, think about it. Everything in the world predicates itself on speed. Speed, how fast you can get it done. That means China's gonna be moving that much faster than us. Be able to do things that much faster than us. Which means that in some ways we're at a disadvantage, but at the same time, there are things we could do, which is produce 5G faster. Trump met with Apple, I want to say, the CEO at Apple, and they got together to talk about it. But I ain't gonna disclose too much. I don't want nobody to come find me or nothing like that.
Makes sense.
But they trying to make the U.S. trying to obviously get 5G. They said so. China's like, we'll have it next year. Other people like, I have it in 3 years, I have it in 4 years, I have it in 5 years. U.S. is like, dang, we don't have that till 3 years. We got to do something. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something. So they're working on it. But I think the U.S. will figure it out, and everything will be fine. But watch how 5G and Huawei. I don't know if you ever heard of this phone company. Listen to me. Listen to me. That I think is the third distributor of cell phones in the world. You know what's crazy? They're not sold in America. China.
Wow.
China got a lot of people.
Let me.
China do
Yes,
that a lot.
Got, like,
absolutely.
It's more
billions.
people
There you
there
go.
than it is here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, that's gonna directly affect the market. And in the last, like, there's always a dip in the market at some way, shape, or fashion about every 5 years, some form of a dip, right? We haven't had a dip in the market, a serious dip, in 10 years.
So that means a fat one's about to come then.
A fat one. And if you're not ready, you better get ready. Like, when it comes to money, you better get ready. Like what's gonna happen? People gonna be losing jobs. People gonna be losing their houses. People gonna be upside down, man. People like a lot of
how it was 10
industries
years
are gonna go downhill fast because there's no money for me. I'm in real estate. There's no money that the bank's loaning me to get people in houses. Right. The reason being is because the economy up in flames. I don't got no money. I can't lend any money. So now as a real estate agent, I don't have any houses to sell. You're not lending any money. I'm selling cars. There ain't no banks giving out money right now. So I don't got money. So now I got to sell my stuff to make some money, or I got to do what I got to do. And guess what happens when everybody sell their stuff? By the way, I'm going to be in position like this. Hey, I like that Bentley, man. That's nice. Yeah. I'm selling it, man. You know, for you, man, I'm selling for $40,000. 40? I don't think I want it. All right, man, I sell it to you for 30. 30? Really? Man, look, man. You know what? That sounds tempting, man. I'm cool. 30. It sounds good, but nah, 30. All right, dude. I'll do 20. I'll do 29, 28. I don't really want it, man. I mean, it's nice. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'll give you 15.
But you don't want it.
You give me 15? Yeah, I'll give you 15 right now, though, if you down. All right, man. Give me the 15. Right? That's the direction things are going to be going. And so what you want to be in position for is you want to be the bank. Like, you want to be the bank. You want to be the guy sitting there. It's like, okay, I'm waiting for everybody to come to me with their financial woes, worries, problems, issues, concerns. I got solutions. Because if you got money, you'll be able to solve a lot of problems for people during that time. For example, 2007, 2008, the recession, right? Mm-hmm. By the way, shout out to George W. Bush. He came out and spoke to my company, and I wasn't really a huge fan of Bush, but some stuff that he said and he revealed kind of changed my perspective on politics in general. But one of the biggest things that he said was,
You know, Idriss, I'm sorry to cut you off.
"Are you good?"
Can I see your headphones?
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm gonna fix those because the cord keeps getting caught in the. Yep, there you go.
You know what? It's my swag, bro. It's my swag.
There you go. Way better.
Yeah, hey man, don't that feel? I don't hear no.
Exactly.
Ah
way
man,
better.
you're a perfectionist, bro.
Ah,
I love it, man. I
Thank
love
you.
it. So yeah. But anyway, that's the news. Dang, I got 2 different socks on. I like it. But yeah.
So how would you recommend people kind of get ready for that
'Cause
dip? Like what?
Yeah.
Like how do they get their money
'cause
right?
even though they know it's coming, a majority of people are not gonna be.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's not like just a simple, just do this, but
Yeah.
like, what are the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are the
'Cause everybody got
steps?
life going on.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like, you still got stuff
Yeah.
to pay
Stuff like
for and
that.
stuff like that. But like, what
Kids.
things, especially maybe even, the millennials, like people in our position that, aren't making a bunch of money, but also don't want to be super broke and really get hit hard, because I feel like we'll probably get hit the hardest,
Because we're the working class. now.
Exactly. And we're
Yeah.
trying to make money, and when there's no jobs to be had, so how would you?
We're
kinda
going to be in
combat
the
that.
prime of our lives when that happens.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's a
lot of us
fact.
get
That's a
frustrated.
fact.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
That
Like-
is crazy. I
like,
mean, that's such a. These days, primes could be any time.
That's
so,
very
you know what I'm
true.
saying? It's a
Yeah.
we in a blessed time right now. I would say we living in the greatest time in
yeah.
history. But
Easily.
with kind of that concept in mind, and how would you get prepared is really simple. Make a lot of money now. That's it.
Yeah, I
How
guess
would
so.
you?
But
How would you do that? I mean,
Yeah, how
man,
would
you gotta. There's a lot of different avenues. For example, find an industry that you can make more money in, for less time. Because right now you're trading time for money, and since you're trading time for money, by the way, I have an issue with that. But, if you're in a model like that, that means you got to work your butt off to make $1. And these days, what's the average? It was $14 an hour, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Or whatever. Here's $15 an hour. that's not going to take you the distance, and you need to generate more income. You got to figure out how can I make $400 an hour? How can I make $500 an hour? How can I make $1,000 an hour? How can I make $2,000? That has to be your mindset. That has to be your mindset.
Yeah.
There's a few things you could do in industries you could break into. For example, what I do is very, very lucrative. I'm in the financial world, so I help somebody financially. I'll make $500, $1,000 in one sitting with a client, right? Which would take an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Or, I mean, I just kind of was talking about. I mean, I can't give y'all too many ideas, but like any industry like that, you can make a lot of money in that you don't have to put a lot of time into. Any
so like
industry.
passive income, basically.
No. That's still so. Even though, like, okay, I like that you said passive income because that brings up another conversation, which is you got passive income and then you got linear income, right? So when you talk about passive income, even though I just made $500 in an hour, 2 hours. Rewind. Hold on. If I was not there, I didn't make any money. Passive income, you have to separate yourself from the actual work, the actual labor, and make money. So passive income is I'm the owner of McDonald's, and I got some people in there. It don't matter what age they are, by the way. It don't matter nothing about that. No matter what background they are. I got some technology. They got their little headset for the drive-through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the owner, and I never got to go in there, and I'm always making bank. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's passive income. But linear income. Even though I'm making a lot more money for my time, but I'm still a captive to the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but getting passive income that'll help too.
Yeah, I mean that's ideal.
Man,
I don't know if you guys follow Gary V on Instagram.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like this with Gary V.
Okay.
But you go ahead.
He actually said something on Instagram a while ago that say passive income is a myth. And I don't remember exactly the details from the clip, but my thinking was that maybe it's because you initially had to do something to generate that income in general.
Yeah.
You had to go actively do something, set this up, invest that, but then you step away, because technically it wouldn't be passive because you had to do something. But I think it's passive because at the end of the day, I'm not doing anything for that money to continue to come in.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's probably what he meant by because you can't just I just want passive income today and get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to work up to that point to where you can step away.
Correct.
So all that work you put in, I guess,
unless you're born into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're born into
it, which then you're just like,
unless you're born into
I don't
it.
give a fuck. What you know what I'm saying? But so I'm assuming that's what he meant by it. I really don't know. He probably wouldn't know better.
But that do you think it's a myth? Like, how do you feel about that?
No, it's not true. Passive income is not a myth. Passive income, you have to build passive income. True, but it's not a myth. Because you can't tell me you can't name like millions of people that have passive income. Well, not that many, but a couple million. But you can't tell me that there are people that are not working, that are not making. He said that. Let me just clear this up, because I feel he said that directly at millennials. Like, hey guys, don't think you just can make all this money and sit back, bro. That's a myth. He's like, you got to work for it, right? That's probably kind of what he was getting at. So you can't take everything literal.
Yeah.
I don't. Especially not now. Yeah, I ain't finna make no enemies my first podcast.
I got you, man. No, it's all good. So then what do you feel like is the biggest mistake that us young people do with our money?
The biggest mistake is not assign a task to your money. That's the biggest mistake. I would have to say, because, I got married when I was 20. So, like, from a young age, I'm still young, but I just was like, okay, I got this dollar. This dollar is going towards this. This other dollar is going towards that. I feel like millennials today, they just get their check
and spend it.
Right. I do believe there's a two-part issue. I believe that no one's making enough money.
Yep.
You're not making, I don't care if you're making $7,000 a month as a young person with no kids. Like,
I would love that.
You'll be fine. You'll be able to do what you got to do. But what happens all the time, it doesn't matter how much money you make, because a couple of things. One, if you have $1,000 mindset and I give you $10,000, you're gonna figure out a way how to screw off that $10,000 and be at that $1,000. Like you're gonna figure out a way. I mean, hence people win the lottery.
Mhm.
It ain't broke. Why? Because their mindset was they don't have that mindset. Because it's nothing to get money or make money, but to keep money. Like you have to have the mindset. Like if I gave everybody in this room, $1 million.
You weren't even paying attention.
I know it's talking, but if you give everybody in this room $1 million, you know, I don't know if, you know, in the next 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, if everybody would still be well off.
I can tell you exactly what I do.
Okay.
So if I get $1 million,
Let me hear this.
first thing I'm gonna do, pay off my parents' house.
He about to pick your whole plan apart.
He is. But
Like,
he
I'm
is.
tell you what you
And
did
it's why.
wrong.
He is.
Everything. So.
And it's cool. So let's see. My mom has the newest car.
Uh-huh.
Pay that off. Pay off my parents' house.
Okay.
Address any needs for my immediate family I speak with. If I don't speak with you,
Okay.
can't get money from you, right?
You
Okay.
better than me.
Huh?
I said you better than me.
And then from that point, I would look to see if I can help out the next on that circle, which would be like my close friends, who I consider family. These 3 and like 2 other people.
I wouldn't need it though, because we'd all have the millions. So I'd be out of it.
Oh yeah, right. Ooh,
know,
that's
I
money
don't-
saved.
I don't want
Bet,
your money.
bet. So then,
I'm
not
still
these
taking
3. So that's only 2 other people,
Okay.
and that's it. 2 other people that I would, and I don't even know how much I would give them. Wouldn't be a stupid amount.
Let me tell you the first thing that I would do. The first thing I would do.
That's key word for. Let me tell you where you fucked up.
That's key word. No. I'm not saying that, but if I'm you, right, I'm gonna be like, all right. So I got $1 million.
I live at home with no rent too.
That's
That doesn't
fine.
matter.
That's
I got $1 million.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Even if you did, this is the first thing I'm doing, and I'm not gonna give you my specific numbers,
Okay.
but I'm gonna take that money in its percentages. Okay, 10% is going to here. I'm putting 30% away. I'm not touching that. 10% is going here. 20% is going here. 30% is going. Like you have to assign the money. So if you like, I'm gonna do this with these people. Like there was no amounts that you just like. I'm just gonna help them. I'm just gonna pay the house, and I'm gonna hold them down. And I'm gonna hold her down, and I got them, right? But you gotta be like, okay, I'm holding you down to this. This is what I got you with. You know, I'm gonna give you a little of this right here. I'm gonna do a little of that for you. But you can't. Like you have to assign it before you start doing things. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because like when you get like for example in church, right, in the Christian faith, tithe, right, 10%, right, that means that's 10% of your income you're not supposed to even be thinking about, and that's how it should be. Like the thing is, people like walk around with no plan, bro, like no plan, none. They just wing
I
it.
mean, but even the people who do got plan, they still end up broke.
Why you think that is?
They deviate from the plan.
Yeah, they don't stick to it.
Hey, you
It
know,
could be that, but I know like me in particular, like when because I'm always assigning my money to do something and something to the point where it's gone, and then
Okay.
I'll be like, okay, well, damn, I forgot to put something away.
Okay.
And then because I'm too busy like paying for stuff.
who forgot?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, how I do stuff is and that's if I care about it enough, I put it to where I have nothing to do with it. You got to put things on autopilot. Like, now I'm not thinking about it. Because it's like instead of like 10% of my money is going somewhere I'm not seeing, I'm not going to forget to save it. Because if you put it on you, think about this. We're man, right? We're mankind. So none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. Like to try to be perfect, to try to be disciplined, you're literally fighting your complex. Literally. Like you're trying to elevate yourself to a God-like status. Like if you just think about it, because people are trying to be on time, disciplined, perfect, come through. Everything they say happens. Like all these things that you want to do and you want to be, you're fighting like the nature,
Yeah.
literally. So just think about it. Like so how you do that? You like gotta outsmart yourself. Like I'll forget. So let me make sure this is on autopilot, so I won't forget. Then you look like a genius, right? That's what a lot of people that are on the scene, and people be like, man, this dude is that, this dude is that. Man, that dude was smart because he knew that he couldn't do X, Y, and Z, or he would maybe dip into X, Y, or he would make mistakes with X, Y, and Z. But he made a plan, and what's crazy is I was reading a book recently, and one of the biggest things I got from it, it was like, who's at fault, right? The doctor who prescribes the medication or the patient who doesn't get better? Who's like the success of the patient, is that on the doctor or on the patient? Like this huge. It was a huge debate about it. But I'm so interested to know, like, what do you think? Like, say, you're seeing a physician and you got a problem. The physician gives you the prescription, tell you this is what you do. You come back next month, boom, and there's no success there. Whose fault is it?
It all depends. If you're not doing what the doctor tells you, then it's on you.
Yeah.
But the doctor doesn't give you the right prescription or don't give you the right instructions or doesn't follow up, whatever, then it's on the doctor.
Right. And so I get what you're saying. But what's crazy is in the doctor's world, 100% of the time, it's on them. And that's how they're looked at. It's 100% on you. It's not if you're a doctor, by the way, this is if you really care about your patients and you really want to get better, like you put it on yourself. Right? And I think about it kind of from this lens is that, whether or not the patient gets better, what's surprising is that they did a study. And the study was on how people treated their pets when their pets got sick. And they said if your pet got sick, you would literally follow the doctor's instructions to the T, make sure the dog has their medication, make sure everything is good with the dog. But most people won't do that for themselves.
Which is crazy.
And it came down to, why don't people care about themselves
As much as they care about these animals.
not just I was sure gonna make a joke like that, but I did not seriously like they about these animals.
That's a bar though.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's serious though. Like how can you like not care about yourself? And what's crazy is in the story kind of in the book, he was like and I'm pretty sure the dog, would prefer for you to take your medication, right? The dog cares about you like just as much as you caring about him, and it would benefit the dog more if you were good, because then you could treat him better, right? You probably live a little longer. Them dogs that be losing owners and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. But seriously though, man. So yeah.
All right, so I got a question.
I'm ready.
I know you mentioned investing earlier and stuff like that, but what do you think about like some of the apps?
That's not yours.
That's my phone.
I know.
Oh,
okay.
I'm
like, do he not know?
No.
But all right. So, what do you think of some of the apps that I think one of them is like Acorn, where it takes it rounds up how much you would have spent. So if you spent like $2.75, it would take that extra 25 cents and invest that into something. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you actually, is that like a real thing? Is that legit, or are
some
they
stuff seems like
preying on
scams, bro?
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the times they'll try to prey on probably millennials who obviously hear about, you be financially responsible, investing this and that, but they don't know what goes into that. You know what I'm saying? So they're just trying to trust the app. Well, I'm just going to trust that they're going to handle it for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like anything else in the world, bro. Like, if you go tell your little sister, go take care of something for you, your brother or your uncle or your cousin, you don't know if they're going to do it like you're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. Is it a scam? No. No, it's not a scam. Those apps, you can benefit from those apps. But for me, you have to build your financial home the right way, and that is not where you initially want to place your money.
Yeah.
Because when you think of a financial home, like just imagine, like, before you put the walls and the roof in, what's the first thing you want to put down?
The foundation.
Absolutely, right. You put a solid foundation. So the foundation is what you got to put down first, and kind of in perspective of investments, that's more towards the roof. You know what I mean? But people, unfortunately today, especially with most working people, the first thing that come out your check is, obviously, taxes, but 401k, right? So so your house is upside down because the first thing you're investing in you're putting your money into an investment,
right?
Before it even hit your pocket. Let me just invest in this right here. Okay, your foundation. How's your emergency fund? You got 3 to 6 months of your living expenses put away already. You got X, Y, Z. Is your debt paid down already? How are you investing before you're in debt? It makes sense to me.
Right.
Makes no sense to me. But that's how. But I mean, not just to me, but to financial professionals in general. But Just building your financial home the right way is that would be the key, bro. Like those apps aren't scams or anything like that. Like you can like turn your mind to invest. Like you should have your mind on investing, but you just got to make sure. All right, I got my foundation in place. I got my walls up. You know what I'm saying? I got the base here, and now I'm building my roof.
Yeah.
Kind of an
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, for sure.
Last thing we got before we let you go. What are some top apps? What are some top companies or things that you think are really good, dope to invest in right now?
Life insurance.
I agree.
Period.
Really?
Period.
I was gonna say really.
That's the
I was gonna say TikTok.
no
Trailer.
no.
No,
Life
those are
insurance.
fads.
Life
bro.
insurance.
Huh?
Life insurance.
Fads, man.
Life insurance. No, TikTok gonna be dope. I think TikTok's gonna take off, but
You think
Some
so?
Oh,
yeah, I do. I
yeah.
really do.
It's like I feel like it's like Vine.
But and that's why
But-
people miss Vine, and a lot of these rappers. Not to cut you off, a lot of these rappers are going platinum
The
off
music, yeah.
of
Very
like
true.
Chance the
Yeah.
Rapper
Very true.
and
Not
the
even-
Baby.
Not even just the rappers. It's like bloggers too are doing it too.
All
lot
types-
of, lot
all
of
types
kids like
people.
it too.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. The kids.
The kids, yeah, man. So I think TikTok is eventually something has to start going into the Facebook in the Instagram marketplace. Like they're gonna dominate. They may dominate. I think Facebook, the Facebook Instagram wave is probably gonna be like the Walmart of
Social media.
Oh.
social media. Like somebody had to do it. I think they're gonna be the Walmart, but somebody's gotta Amazon them. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
gonna Amazon 'em.
Because
That's
for a
real.
while,
So-
Facebook was Amazon.
Right.
Facebook was dominating everything. Now
But
Facebook.
not everybody likes to post statuses. Like I'm not my picture person. That's why I do Instagram over
Cor-
Facebook.
Correct.
But
So-
first $1 trillion company.
That's true.
Do y'all know who's the first $1 trillion?
Walmart.
No.
Wasn't it Walmart?
Facebook,
Nope.
MySpace,
Target.
Nestle. Apple.
Apple. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Second $1 trillion company.
Really? Disney.
Android.
We talking about trillion, bro. This not billions.
I thought Disney would have trillions.
No.
I thought Disney would have trillions too.
No.
Coca-Cola.
Nestle.
No, there's a guy who bought Coca-Cola, so no, it's not
Oh.
true.
Oh, okay.
You know who bought him? Warren Buffett.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he bought him.
A $2 trillion.
Second, come on, y'all, somebody.
Can we get a hint?
Samsung,
A hint? I said it already.
Apple,
McDonald's.
No, I
You-
said it.
you
I
just-
can't
you
give
just
you a
said
bigger
Mc-
hint than that. I can't.
Walmart.
I said it. Are you getting closer? You getting hot?
Target.
No,
Kmart.
I said it already.
Facebook,
After I said Walmart, I said somebody has to.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Man.
Amazon. I mean, right now Jeff Bezos is
He's-
the
he's-
richest man in
he's-
the world.
Half
Balling right
half the
now.
riches because he got divorced, had to split it all
So
with
his
his wife.
is the
He gave. I think he gave his wife 48 mil.
Man.
She got more than that.
She got more
She
than
got more
that.
than that, but she donated half of her proceeds.
I think
to
that's what the 48
charity.
was. Yeah, but
to
she got a
charity.
fat amount of money.
I mean, yeah, she deserved it.
Yeah.
You can't go back to living that life after you.
You
living off
could.
the Amazon. I mean, you
could.
can't. You can't,
It's
bro.
gonna be hard, man. It's
Just
gonna be hard.
imagine, like, man, you probably go crazy, kill yourself.
Probably.
Like, dang, man, I was on private jets and
I mean, but half of $1 billion is still $500 million. So
half of $1 billion. You said
half a
That's
billion.
what she got.
Yeah, she got half of his billion. Literally.
Because
everything.
he's-
Does he only have 1 billion?
No. He's the richest man in the world. So
Yeah.
Is he? He is. So
I-
he
I-
probably has multiple billions.
yeah, I use that as a scale.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
She
just
got
scale.
half of his.
He's
of his,
by
yeah,
being one of the
yeah,
richest men.
yeah.
He has a couple $100 billions.
So, all right, so
Yeah,
she got at
multiple
least
billion,
she got at
yeah.
least
But she
10,
had
20 billion.
he's a
out of
billion
that.
many times over.
Yeah.
he a couple $100 billion. So
I haven't looked at the numbers, so I won't.
she
I ain't
has
gonna
to
lie to you.
have that with her.
That's nuts.
Either
Yes.
way, she got.
I mean, if she,
It's enough money to probably
I
fund
don't know
a
what she
country.
contributed to Amazon, so she definitely put some perspective. I'm sure she obviously had
Prenup.
something in there.
There was
True.
no prenup,
There
'cause
was
when
no
they-
prenup.
No, because when they got married, he was nobody. and
Yeah,
had
that's true.
nothing.
She
So,
couldn't have predicted
keep
that
in
Amazon was
mind-
gonna pop like that.
Exactly. Amazon started in their.
You know, I'm
garage.
sure she had some
Wow.
input and was there during the hard times.
Her-
so
her-
it wasn't just like she was just like came in the last year and was like,
Right.
hey, you know what I'm
Her
saying?
girlfriend's
Like,
her girlfriend's probably like, girl, leave him. That book business. your
Amazon.
man sell books.
You could just go to Barnes and Noble.
right, there's a
Right.
library for that.
Going back and forth with her girlfriends. Girl,
What's-
leave me alone. He gonna make it. I love him.
She was
That's
smart.
crazy.
She's smart.
Definitely.
Not saying that was her only goal, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, she was smart.
I got another question for you, man.
Yeah, go
And
ahead, bro.
I feel like okay, so for the younger kids out there, you know, our generation, even below, or even the people, older people, that want to start, you know, kind of getting more financially stable and getting that type of knowledge, like are there any places that you could recommend to get some information that isn't like super detailed to where it would be to the point where they can't even understand it? You know what I'm saying? Or any books,
come talk to somebody like
websites?
me, and just research. I mean, today it's like the information is there, and the biggest thing I'll tell you is like information isn't everything.
Mm-hmm.
But information, I just got this the other day, so I gotta drop this hit right here. This is a bomb. I was like, oh my God, information puts you in formation. If that makes sense.
Man.
It's so simple. That's a bar.
So it
kinda. I mean, I can rap, right?
Hey.
So
so when's the next tape dropping?
So seriously, no, but it puts you in formation to get where you need to go. So seek information, and I would say the best source would be finding somebody like me, somebody who's licensed, somebody who can kind of walk you through. That's not connected to a body who's all about making money.
Right.
I'm about making money. I got kids. I got to feed them. I got a family, right? But before that, my priority is to educate, right? So since that's my priority, I would say seek somebody out like me, man. And I'm here, guys. Idriss Joseph. Hit me up 2243. You can find me on Facebook, Idriss Joseph. Instagram, I'm never on it, but I will be for you. Idriss Joseph, you can find me there. Yeah, man, I don't know what else. I ain't got no Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
You're not missing out on nothing.
You don't want Twitter, bro. You don't want Twitter, man.
But number one investment, good life insurance. I'm telling you right now.
I asked that question for me, honestly.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
just
yeah, build your foundation.
not
first.
just.
Sorry.
By the way, that is the foundation.
Life insurance.
If you can't make income, then
Invest.
what? If you got a financial home,
Uh-huh.
and money is no longer coming into that home,
All right.
is it still a financial home?
No.
No.
How do you protect the ability to bring money into that home?
Put money in it.
Life insurance. Why? Rihanna. Work. Boom, her leg go out. Life insurance is, what's the first word in life insurance?
Life.
Life is to use when you live, but what is the first thing people think about? Death. Right? But you can lose life insurance while you're alive. The first word is life, right? So if something happens to you, like health-wise, takes you out the game, you can't bring in income, right? What are you going to do? Now you're not making money. But if you got life insurance, Rihanna, work, leg go out, boom. All right, here's the bread that you could be making, and I know you out the game. Here's the bread because you protected yourself, right? So say you can't use your voice. Let's say you're making hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. Something happens, your throat is crushed, and now you sound like Devonn, right?
Right.
Say that happened to you. Guess what? Life insurance, boom. Or maybe that'd be throat insurance. I don't know. but no, I'm joking. Life insurance.
Let's not go wood on that. But as I cough.
Yeah, for real, right?
That's fire. But man, we got to get wrapped up, my man. Tell them where they can find you at again.
One more time, man, y'all can find me on Facebook at Idriss Joseph.
Man, you just gonna
That's the
bad.
end of the live.
I mean,
Disrespect
yeah,
the
the
live
live
like
is over
that.
like
All
that, man.
right.
All right, but I'm
My
here with these
bad.
guys, man. We teeing up. I'm excited, man. I'm super excited about to get up out of here. But God bless, man. I appreciate y'all, everybody that tuned in on this live. But you can find me at Idriss Joseph, right?
Now
on
you can
Facebook,
say
Instagram.
go follow.
Go follow me on Instagram right now, man. I need to get my followers up. You feel me, dog? Definitely, add me on Facebook. Now, I don't know if this is public. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing all the time. But anyway, y'all can find me here, man. Y'all see me on Facebook and all that stuff and podcasts. Y'all know where I'm at. I don't think there's another Idriss Joseph. So, all right, y'all. It was great to see y'all. Oh, dang. I messed up, man. Anyway,
Dang.
yeah.
Vontrell, where can people find you at?
You can find me on all social media platforms as Vontrell, because it's Vontrell,
Did you have that when you made that name?
I was 18 when I
was it
made it.
because you wanted to say it's because it's Vontrell, duh?
No, so I made it on Snapchat first, and the main reason is because when I Snapchatted you, it'd be like, you got a snap from Vontrell, duh. So that's where that came
Nice.
from.
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
it just kind of
That's
stuck.
I got
so.
you.
It's nice.
It's cool. That's clever.
It's
And then I
nice.
bought a shirt that say duh, so I'm gonna wear it. 'Cause
So now it's like a whole
Duh.
thing.
It is. It turned into a whole thing. Yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah.
You can find me all social medias. It's just PBugs, PB00GS, or just type my name in, Pierce Anderson. I pop up everywhere too. Also, Apple Music, PB00GS as well. I'm on there. I got all types of playlists if you want to,
Have anybody
Get put
subscribed yet?
no. I'm gonna get it one day though.
Right,
Someone's gonna listen though.
Honestly though, like that's such a hard idea. Like when you said it, I was like, wow.
I don't even know if I'm saying the right name. So
All
I'll
our
come back to that.
Y'all hilarious.
all videos and content you see posted has been edited and shot by Kendall Williams, aka WendallKilliams, Trey K47.
Why the Trey
Hold on, what's that?
K47?
Do that again. Hold on, let me catch that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Gang, gang.
Yeah.
He's probably like 6 different ones.
I
man.
know, right? You don't know. That's why I said don't do that, because he don't know.
Filling him up, man.
Hold on, is that the Wii? Hold on, what's that
Nintendo
called?
Switch.
The Wii.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, Nintendo Switch is fire.
How the hell can you switch now?
He's so interested. He's like,
Here, we about to wrap up. Hold on.
Oh, that's pretty exciting, dog.
You got so yeah, everything. Kendall Williams, WendallKilliams. Oh, Trey K47. That's on Instagram, right? IG, yeah, Trey K47.
That's the IG name. Trey K47. Oh, okay.
Y'all need to, we all need to catch up, man. I need to see how I could, you know what I'm saying? I need to be a featured guest with y'all, man. Like,
Now I'm letting you know
with that.
now, can't pay nobody. So ain't no
It-
$500 an
You
hour.
talking
away.
about- That's what I'm saying.
bro.
Ain't
When
no
he was like, he was
$500.
that cheap. When he was like, just come talk to people like me.
Disclosure.
Oh, like, who's got $500 to be spending like that? Man? Like,
Okay, hold on.
I got 50.
Hold on.
I got 50. I can
did not-
slide you
We
right
working
now.
for friendship.
We still
99
going or no?
over
We
here.
still going?
Yeah.
Okay, dog.
Friendship 99
Listen,
over here, bro.
it does not cost money to sit down with me. Okay.
Okay, 'cause I was like,
It
bro,
does not cost money to sit down with me.
like that's a whole
It
week
costs
of work.
It
bro.
costs
Like,
money if no money's coming out of my client's pocket.
If you sign something,
You're
it'll
not
cost you something.
you're not paying for, like, the number one thing that I do when I sit with people is I look to redirect their funds.
Okay.
So I'm looking to say, okay,
To
you got
you.
money here, let's put it here. Instead of freaking, let me take all the, give me $500 to sit down. Like a financial
That's what it
advisor
sounded like.
would do that.
Okay.
Yeah, a financial I'm not a financial
Oh,
advisor.
okay, my bad.
See, I
my
said
bad.
financial coach.
Coach.
Right?
Gotcha.
Coach.
Gotcha.
Coach.
Ah, see,
Coach.
that's smart.
I'm a coach. You know.
You would have had a. I'm about to
Yeah, I did that on purpose, man. Coach. That's why I said financial coach. That's why I went live with a coach. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm on this coach flow, but yeah, seriously, man. I'm excited,
Okay.
man.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you clarified that. I'm not gonna lie. I was
Yeah,
like,
bro. 'Cause
No.
I want to hit you up. I'm like, damn, that 500.
No, you can.
Man.
Listen,
A little steep. I'm gonna figure it
I
out.
might just have to be poor, bro. 'cause I can't afford that right now.
Nah, man.
my
but,
house ain't got no base.
I'm on the streets. I'm in a box right now. So.
Right, my house ain't got no base. Ain't never gonna have no base.
Y'all about to have me dying out here. I shouldn't have ended the live, man. Y'all got me.
My house can't have no base then. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
Hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
we
But
say-
thank you so much for coming on,
Yeah.
big bro.
Really
Man, just know,
appreciate
man.
it,
Like I said, like, man, I would love to be on here, like, you know, once a 3 weeks or something.
That'd
like
be
that,
dope.
man.
I'd be down for
I'd
it,
be
man.
down
You know
for
what
I'd
I'm
be
saying?
down for
Like,
it, man.
I've been wanting to come on and talk about, like, casual topics too. You know what I
You
mean?
can whenever
Not
you
just
want, man.
finances. And
I
stuff
mean,
like that.
listen, man, I love that, but you know, if I could just come on here and just, cause listen, like, if I when I come to people, sometime it's kind of like they feel like I'm like I think I'm like, and like I want to, you know, make sure I can
Yeah.
connect with
Yeah.
people on
That way
another
people
level.
see all sides of you.
Not necessarily all sides, but just know, like, I'm a regular dude. People be like scared, intimidated to reach out, or they be like, oh, he like this, or nah, man, bro, I just watched Power for the first time, you know, a couple weeks ago. You feel
I
me?
watch what you
Living.
watch.
Right?
Living.
I'm a normal
You know,
person.
I got kids. I go to the beach. You feel me? I changed some diapers. You feel me? So I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Kendall over there. Yeah, I know.
No, that's
I
struggle.
know. Right.
Hey, you do not sleep though. Like, do you sleep? I do. I did not sleep when I had my first. I'm like, breastfeeding was done after like 2 weeks, bro. I'm like, she like, I'm done breastfeeding. Get the bottle. I'm like, get your bottle. I'm like, dang. But
You
man,
just got two?
yeah, I got a 2-piece spot. I got a 3-piece now, y'all. I got
Oh,
3-piece,
wow.
3-piece. Yeah.
Plus a side.
Yeah, you know when you got a cake on the menu, you know.
Here, Kendall, why don't you talk about your experience as a dad?
Oh man. Aren't we supposed to end at 6 o'clock?
Right. Somebody
Six-
waiting on
right.
you.
Listen,
We got people waiting on us.
oh, y'all supposed to go somewhere?
Nah, somebody else came up.
Yeah.
so they
Oh,
can
right
do the
now?
show.
Yeah, we got other people that want to do podcasts.
No, you all don't.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
not like our podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he getting real into it.
He
getting
wants
real
to
into
sit
it.
down. So actually,
Oh, you could have took mine, bro. Yeah.
We want to talk about your experience as a dad.
This has been like, what, 6 months? 7 months?
Now we on 3.
She only 3 months?
Yeah, she 3
That's
months.
a big ass baby. I thought she was older than that.
Listen, I got a million questions, bro.
Bro.
I got the people at home want to know. They want to know. Hey, I'm telling you right now, like, put your beautiful child on like do something, bro.
Make it
Like
a Gerber baby.
I'm telling you, like,
Money.
That's funny you said. I heard
But-
it before, but
I mean,
I don't know.
not don't try to like monetize your child. You feel me? But like,
Kind of though.
but like,
Listen.
but like,
Listen.
but like, it's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I mean, when baby's so young, I don't be knowing. I'm like, it's his little.
If you see it in pink, it's a girl.
I didn't see no pink in the picture I saw though.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, yeah, young lady, Naya
Yeah.
Rose. Naya
Yeah.
Andy Rose.
Nyandy Rose.
Naya Andy Rose.
Listen. Like my password for everything used to be something D Rose. I ain't gonna tell you the first part, but all my passwords. But anyway, like, how's it like when being a dad? I got like 2 questions. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here myself. But being a dad, like how did you initially feel when you like? Were you at the hospital?
Was.
Did you see all the matter, the human matter all over the place?
I probably shouldn't like disclose too much information. She had a C-section.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It was a real emotional moment, bro. So I wasn't
Okay.
gonna get all emotional. I'm not like a super emotional person.
Right.
So,
It got you though.
yeah, bro. I was holding her hand.
Man.
And next thing you know, all you heard was. And I was like,
Start making out crying.
yeah, bro. Nah, bro. Hold on. And I was like, is that her? And he was like, that's her. And I was like, all right. So then you want to come see your daughter? And I was like, yeah, I want to go see her. I looked at her. I'm like, dang, this is her. And then they said, you want to hold her? I said, yeah. Dropped a tear. Don't know how, don't know why, but it came out. And
Yeah.
everybody
It's
was
a
like,
single one. You know.
yeah, bro. Just, it was a long one too, though, bro.
No.
Continuous out of both eyes.
No, you know them joints that be like,
Just going down.
that
your neck.
must slip
Bro,
off.
It was
Just
crazy.
keep
No, but
going down.
them mugs right there, the one the tear you talking about, sometimes you get like a little extra fire, like a Kamehameha with a little boost on it, like yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had one of those too.
Beautiful feeling.
Yeah. I want to know that. And then like when you brought her home, and then like you went to sleep and woke up, because I felt like me as a dad when I first had my, especially when I had my son, who was my first, I was just like woke up like, is this little motherfucker still here? What is going on? Is this real? Like, pinch me. I was excited though when I found out that I was having a child, so I was geeked. But I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, how did you feel?
How I feel about
Like when you woke up and you like this, like the baby right there, like Mug set up cribs and all that, but nobody ain't in the crib. She trying to fall asleep with the baby every night.
yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
When I first woke up, I was at the hospital still,
Okay.
and I was like, dang, this is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta get to it. Like my whole mindset changed when I actually got to hold her. Like everything changed, bro. Instant. I swear to God, like aspirations, inspirations, everything. This is me. So I mean,
Man.
I was shocked though, but
Yeah.
beautiful thing. I don't like saying this, but I do. Low key, everybody when they have kids, they're gonna see it. It's a beautiful feeling.
Yes.
Amazing feeling.
Yes. I don't get it either when people.
No, but it is a different.
That's
level
not
of
a
man
dumb
when you have
question.
kid.
That's not a dumb question.
No, I understand what you're saying. Though.
Like,
Yeah,
are you-
yeah, I
did
get
you-
it.
Did you change?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Do you feel like you'd still be where you guys were at if you did not have kids? Whether maturation or physical success, like.
I mean, you had 3 months, so you could talk about that. I'll talk about. Dang, we going on 6 years in a minute, but
Yeah, blessings.
yeah.
For me, if I didn't have Naya, I feel like I'd be somewhere else, man. Like for real.
Wow.
I was really like in a really low spot.
Like worse off?
Yeah, I was really low. Like when I first figured out I was having a child, I was like, wow, I'm struck. But then, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this is it. I'm finna be those people, bro. So, but like I said, my mindset changed and I started going crazy. So I'm set. I'm happy. So,
That's fire, bro.
That's great to hear.
That's
man.
fire.
biggest
Like,
blessing.
that's fire, man.
Swear to God.
That's inspirational to me. Like when I hear, especially black dads talk like that, like, cause it's like. But to be honest with you, though, I can't even do that, cause when you don't have the opportunity to, it's a different story. But like me personally, in 6 years, I could tell you something that I think specifically you, because you got a child right now, and if any of y'all have children, y'all experience it. But like, there's billions of people with kids, there's billions of people with kids. And I always wonder, like, when you have a kid, why don't you just go so hard and just, like, lay it all out and just go ham and, like, set up this amazing life for them, right? And I realized that your children cannot be your inspiration and your motivation and everything. They cannot be it. They can't be. Like, it's because if that was like, if you have a kid, you just got this nasty ambition, drive, you always inspired. If that was the case, then why isn't everybody successful? And so you got to think about that. And when I realized that, it's like because in 6 years I've experienced some lows. Like, I had kids. I'm like, oh man. I was like, I don't know if y'all ever seen that episode of Martin where he like, woo, push-ups. He was getting lit. He was excited. He like, did you see that episode?
Yeah, who's talking about?
I said, you the only one that saw the episode. Nobody else. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That must be like a bad thing or something.
Bro, it's Martin, bro.
I'm just-
I'm lost.
You didn't see it either?
I was Nickelodeon.
Oh man. I can't even talk to y'all right now. Martin is syndicated, man. Anything with over.
I've seen
Martin. I feel like everyone's
Okay.
seen Martin.
Everybody's seen Martin.
Okay. I'm about
But
to
that was
say.
like what? Because I feel like we were young when that was.
Y'all was
popular.
definitely young.
so
Y'all was
Fresh
definitely.
Prince.
What's up?
Didn't
Of course, bro.
exactly. There's reruns of Martin too.
Right.
That I watched Martin. I just don't know that one
Oh,
episode.
please, so you didn't watch it.
I've watched Martin.
I thought y'all said y'all didn't watch it either.
No,
I'm like,
yeah.
dang. But
I like Martin. Martin was dope.
yeah, I'd like damn near watch every episode of Martin. But yeah. So anyway, like that episode, basically he's like super excited, and that's that. But listen, guys, love y'all. I'm blessed to be on y'all podcast. I did see the police over there, so I am leaving. I've been here too long.
They know my location.
But father to father, bro. Salute you, bro.
He is so happy right now because every time he here, majority of the time, even when we have a guest, he's the only one with kids in the room.
No. It's like in a
Majority
minute.
of the time.
That's why I said I gotta be featured, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll work something out. We get an under the table deal. I'll help y'all with the finances. Under the table. So we get
I just think
something
that
going.
500.
500 an hour.
Yeah, listen. For you guys, instead of 500, just give me some airtime. That's all.
Hey.
We can do that.
Yep. All right, guys. You guys can find everything on YouTube at In School Detention. I'm Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. This is the first edition of Saturday School.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Now I press stop, right? Yeah, I press stop.